A chance to go down to check in with Grant Taylor and a Marion State Bank sideline report as Grant able to catch up with varsity head football coach Stephen Fitzhugh as we get a little bit closer. Daniel, now 19 minutes away from kickoff. Westminster Christian's located in Opelousas, Louisiana. Not a real bad drive today for the Crusaders. About 160 miles to make it up here to Eagle Stadium tonight. Traveling up from Opelousas about a 2.5 hour drive. Of course, all driving their bus around 46 minutes. And it looks like they brought a few people across the way, Daniel, for what we're all hoping is going to be a pretty good football game tonight.
Yeah, definitely not the smallest crowd we've seen this year. I mean, they brought some fans, even though it is a long trip. This is the playoff. And, you know, this we've never played this school before. And I think Coach Fitzhugh said this week he doesn't think we've played them in any sport. And so there's not a lot that we know about them. I do know that last year the Crusaders had a 2-8 season. This year they get a new coach. Coach Porter's, I think Byron Porter's head coach. It's his first year, and I guess in a way he turns the program around. Now they've got 6 wins on the season. He's got some experience. You know, he coached at the college level at Louisiana Baptist, and so he's got some experience coaching. And these kids seem to have responded well. A lot of them are returning starters. It is a young team, only 5 seniors on this team. And, you know, one thing I think if you were here or if you're on the live stream, the first thing you notice is the roster is not a very big roster. So a lot of these kids are going to be playing both ways. Some freshmen will be starting and other freshmen will be playing along with sophomores. And so this is kind of a, you know, just playing in this game right here makes it a successful season for this team, especially after such a dismal year last year. So I think they'll come. They're happy to be here. They're ready to play some football.
Absolutely. We do want to take a moment to thank this year's Road to the Dome playoff sponsor, Randall's Captain Avery Seafood and Specialty Meats. We want to thank Randall and his group for their continued longtime support of Ouachita Christian Eagle Athletics. Again, this year's Road to the Dome playoff sponsor, Randall's Captain Avery Seafood and Specialty Meats. We're about 16 minutes away from getting tonight's contest underway. We're going to take our first break from here at Eagle Stadium. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.
Here's what patients have to say. Angela is an excellent healthcare provider. She has knowledge, capacity, and integrity. A single parent does not have a
This is Coach Fitzhugh. Thanks for listening to Ouachita Christian Football on the OCS Eagle Football Network. And now back to the Farm Bureau broadcast booth.
Coach Fitzhugh, welcoming everybody back into the Farm Bureau broadcast booth, brought to you by agents Chris Thomas and Tanner Baggett. About 14 minutes away from getting this football game underway. Daniel, you alluded to it right before the break that there is no series between these two teams. This is the first meeting between Westminster Christian and Ouachita Christian. We both, I know you and I talked about it again before the game tonight and before we even got to the stadium. We both had a chance to take a look at the Crusaders on film this week. And, you know, I have to say this is a football team that could be a legitimate opponent tonight. I mean, there are some bright spots. The quarterback is athletic, can make plays with his arms, make plays with his legs. And then, of course, Coach Fitzhugh actually alluded to number 20, Mike Cunningham. And Cunningham kind of has a tendency to show up on film. Can break tackles, can be kind of elusive, and definitely capable of moving the football. So there's an opportunity here for this football team to give the Eagles some problems. But if I had to say anything, of course, not being a coach and not being on the staff, I guess you and I can say, I think this is a football team Ouachita Christian should be able to beat tonight.
Yeah, I think we would definitely be the favorites in this matchup, and I mean they're number 19th ranked opponent. So this is the what's called the regional round for OCS, coming off of a bye. Plus, here's what this team did last week. These Crusaders, they beat St. Edmund. St. Edmund is their district opponent who beat them in week 9 of the season by 2 touchdowns. And so last week, Westminster Christian stepped their game up and they held them off, a 7-6 win in the mud. And I guess, that's no excuse for a win or a loss, the mud. I mean, both teams got to play in it. But you watch that game, and both teams had a real hard time getting their offense going. I mean, it was on a natural surface, but they did what they were supposed to do. They moved on in the playoffs, and they made – this is the trip that they wanted to make. They knew the winner of that game was coming up to Monroe to play Ouachita Christian, and so they're making that trip. Cunningham, he just toted the ball. He's a big running back, and, the Eagles are going to see plenty of him tonight for sure.
Well, I guess it's something that kind of jumped out on paper tonight for me as I went through some of my notes. And, the head coach for the Ouachita Christian Eagles in his 26th season is Stephen Fitzhugh. Coach Fitzhugh with a career record with the Eagles of 249 wins against only 79 losses. So, Coach Fitzhugh looking at a pretty decent milestone tonight as he's trying to pick up the big 250 tonight for 250 career wins, which is no small feat when you talk about high school coaches these days.
Well, he's done a fantastic job, and, there's records that are set every year, it seems like, or records that are broken every year, but this is just something that you don't see. You think about the games we've had this year, how many first-year coaches we've seen, second-year coaches. I think we've only seen maybe 2 or 3 coaches that had more than 10 years experience at their current position. So it's not something you see. 26 years, almost 250 wins. Looks like he's got a good chance to get that tonight. So, what a great coach. I mean, he's already a living legend here in Louisiana high school football.
Well, you mentioned the head coach for the Crusaders in his first season with Westminster Christian is Byron Porter. And this is Coach Porter's first season with a career record so far with Westminster Christian of 6 wins and 5 losses. The Eagles come into tonight's contest at 9-1, 3-0 in district play. The Crusaders come in at 6-5 overall and 2-3 in district play. The Eagles currently ranked number 3 in the Louisiana High School Athletic Association's Division IV power ratings. The Crusaders come in at number 19 according to the same ratings. And, Daniel, I will take a minute to go down and see if we can't catch up with Grant Taylor to Marion State Bank Sideline Report. Grant, how you doing down there?
Good, guys. Doing good. Team's coming on the field looking good. And if we start the game tonight as good as we look right now, we should be in good shape.
All right, Grant, I got to ask you this. Now, look, I know you're not a weatherman. Okay? But you got to tell me, Daniel and I were down there a little bit earlier. I can't tell you how great it felt. I would describe it as perfect conditions for football earlier. How about right now?
Man, this is Friday night football weather. If I wasn't going to have so much adrenaline, I'd probably have on a long sleeve shirt, but it's just enough to where it'll keep you warm, but not get too hot. So it's beautiful down here. Beautiful, clear night for football. We'll hope the rain stays. If there's no rain, and we'll get this thing going.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Grant. Grant Taylor with Marion State Bank. Sideline report. So if the Eagles aren't able to win tonight, Daniel, well, we all know what happens then. We're going to be doing laundry and putting pads away. But if they are successful and able to put together the win tonight, who and where do you think the Eagles could end up next week?
Well, we're going to play the winner of the Glenbrook and St. Mary game that's taking place down in Natchitoches tonight.
Okay.
And we're going to try to keep up with it and give updates throughout the game. But from what I can tell, okay,
all right,
we're going to play here if we win this game.
That's what I've been told.
That's what I've been told.
Officially, I was told.
You know, the wording is it's a lot of words to explain that in the LHSA handbook, but I think we'll play here.
All right, good deal. So the Eagles going to be hosting the winner of St. Mary's and Glenbrook. So all you score trackers out there, and I know I'm one of them when I'm not up here, that's the one you want to be focused in on tonight as the Eagles have made their way back out onto the field and get ready to make their way over to the sideline. Again, the Eagles come in tonight in green on green with, of course, the traditional gold helmet. The Crusaders of Westminster Christian come over in their traveling whites, blue, dark blue pants and dark blue helmets. All right, Daniel, Eagle fans always want to know how the Eagles win the game tonight. Believe it or not, you always tell me how they win. How do they win it tonight?
All right, here's the first thing. And you know, I was watching warm-ups out there. I saw number 11, Zach White, on the field. He looked good. He looked healthy. I think one of our keys to victory is giving Zach White the ball, letting Zach White do work, running the football. That's something that we had to get away from at the end of the season, but that's going to open everything else up. I know we have explosive players, you know, all over the field, but I think it all starts with the running game led by Zach White. The thing we got to do on defense, Coach Fitzhugh talks about it all the time, and I agree, is create turnovers. Right now we have a 21-7. You know, we're ahead in takeaways, and it's something that we key on as a team. And if we continue that, we'll continue to win. Tonight's one of those games. So that's what we got to do to win.
Well, the Eagles have made their way out onto the field. The captains for tonight's coin toss getting ready to make their way out to midfield. We're going to go down to Grant Taylor when they get out there for tonight's coin toss, as both teams have now made their way over to the sidelines and are getting ready to head out for tonight's coin toss.
You know, I do want to say this. It feels like it's been a while since we've played football or watched football. So it's good to be out here again after a couple weeks.
Well, it's definitely been a lot longer than I would think. And typically we're going to have a coin toss, but it looks like here we go. Yeah, a lot of captains for both teams making their way out to midfield. And, let's take a minute to go down to midfield for tonight's coin toss with Grant Taylor with our Marion State Bank sideline report.
All right, the green team, OCS, home. White team, visitors. I have a coin. Louisiana Troopers, heads.
There we go.
Tails. Heads, tails. Say it loud enough for him to hear. What do you call it? Tails. He said tails. I miss it, we'll do it again. And it is it's a tails. So you ever won the toss, you can kick, receive, defer to the side. You want to defer. Yes, sir. Okay, that means y'all want the ball, right? Yes, yeah. This way you want to go. You want to kick this way? Okay, turn your backs around. Turn your backs around. Crusaders have won the toss. They defer to the second half. Shake hands.
All right, Grant, how did that one work out for us?
Well, guys, tails never fails.
Oh, I knew it.
Yep, and they win the toss.
Well, you know what, Grant, I got to tell you, one of my favorite moments is when Coach Vadrine told me one time, tails never fails unless it's heads.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot. Grant Taylor with the Marion State Bank sideline report.
I want to spread your gospel to the world, and I pray that each institution will do that. Each child will learn more and more about your love and your sacrifice on the cross for them. And Father, I pray tonight will be a fair and balanced game. I pray that good sportsmanship will be there. But most importantly, Father, that you'll be glorified in everything that happens here today. And so bless this game. Bless our visitors as they travel back home. And again, thank you, Father, for the blood of Jesus. And it's through him we pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Trinity Diamonds Direct, 201 Blanchard Street in West Monroe. Wholesale jewelry with integrity. They provide engagement rings.
Welcome back in to the Farm Bureau broadcast booth, brought to you by agents Chris Thomas and Tanner Baggett as we get ready to get tonight's contest underway. I'd like to welcome everybody back in for the Louisiana High School Athletic Association Division IV regional playoff contest between the Washita Christian Eagles and the Crusaders of Wesminster Christian. Crusaders won the coin toss. They're going to defer.
We got Thanksgiving week just around the corner.
So they're going to kick this ball off to get this game underway. The Eagles will get first crack at it.
The Prophet on the kick for the Crusaders. Back deep for your Eagles, number 13, Tate.
Handling the kicking chores for the Crusaders. It's going to be number 1, Gabe Prophet. He'll tee it up at the 40-yard line. And the Eagles are going to send, they're going to send a real dangerous return man deep. Number 13, Tate Hamby.
He's got Macon back there with him.
And the Eagles are going to send Macon Leonard back as well. So you have two guys deep, both of them with their heels at around the 10-yard line. As Prophet gets his leg into this one, he kicks this one straight to Tate Hamby. He'll pick it up at the 5, across the 10, now across the 15. Now he's going to leave his feet at around the 25-yard line, be brought down, and that's where the Eagle offense will take over for their first possession of the night. Gain of 17 yards on the return.
Pretty good coverage by the Crusaders there on that kickoff. It looked like for a moment Tate misjudged the depth of that kick. I mean, he ran up and it just kept drifting and drifting and had to catch it on his heels and not really able to find a crease on the return. Tries to jump over a couple guys and is brought down in doing so.
Sophomore Luke Vadrine is going to bring the Eagles out. First down and 10, first possession of the night. Vadrine in the shotgun, 2 receivers on both sides. Turns, hands this one to Zach White. Zach White is going to do what Zach White does, and that's make positive yardage. And he's going to have more than enough for a community pharmacy first down. Officially picks up 13 yards on the play, and that's going to be enough, as I mentioned, for a community pharmacy first down. First and 10 now for the Eagles. If you're just tuning in with us, never listened to a Washita Christian game, they waste little to no time and are already back on the ball. First and 10 for the Eagles at their own 42-yard line. Again, they go with White. He's across the 40, and he's going to be brought down right at the 45-yard line, maybe the 44. Daniel went down a little awkwardly that time, and but appears to be up and shaking it off. A gain of 7 yards on the play, so it's going to bring up second down and 3 Ball at the Eagle 45-yard line. Eagles traveling from left to right from our vantage point. Ladrine in the shotgun. High snap from center. He handles it. Gives this one to Zach, and Zach's met in the backfield.
Yeah, that looked like number 44, Joseph Brown, on the tackle, just ready for that. That was kind of a little counter. He had a counter step and then tried to go back to his right. The first 2 runs were just straight handoffs right behind the left guard and able to pick up major yards. But right there, high snap, threw the timing off. Zach's brought down behind the line.
Loss of 2 yards on the play is going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Ball now back at the Eagle 43-yard line. Luke in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Good snap from center. Play action. Looks to throw and does, and that's going to go in and out of the hands. It looked like he was looking for Jed Hudnall that time. Nice throw, but Jed unable to actually get his hands on it and corral it as a little high, but one that Jed's definitely capable of pulling in. And it's going to bring up 4th down, 5, and the Eagles are going to punt this football, and the Crusaders will get their first opportunity on offense tonight.
Yeah, that's a catchable ball. It's a first down if Jet catches it. So I'm sure that he just came over here and said that was my bad. So pretty good throw, like you mentioned, by Luke. Oh my goodness.
Flag on the play.
And the Eagles are going to have an opportunity to back up. And I will tell you this, we don't get to see a whole lot of punting from Gavin Polk. He just doesn't punt a lot. No. We don't punt a lot. But I can tell you this, Gavin has done a great job of punting the football here. Another great opportunity for him to turn this field position over.
I'll tell you this, too. You shouldn't have a false start on a punt.
No, because there's really not a snap count. You watch for the ball to move. And there's the snap. Gavin's going to run and gets his leg into this one.
Like
Boy,
that.
I tell you what, a little Australian style out of our kicker.
He crushed it.
And this is going to take a nice Eagle roll.
Oh, yeah.
And
Smart move.
I don't know.
We didn't get it back. Heads-up move by Tate Hamby there.
Wow. Definitely an opportunity there as that ball rolled around, and Tate was like, hey, if you don't want to touch it, maybe I can help you touch it.
Yeah, and I think he did, but he was able to fall on the ball. So heads-up play by Tate. And what a punt by Gavin. I mean, that kind of rugby Australian style, and that thing came out of there like a spiral.
Punt covers 43 yards, no return. Talk about turning the field position over. It is, and it does. So now the officials are having a conversation. Not sure what they're having a conversation about.
That was well within the rules to, you're just trying to get to the ball.
So it is going to be first down.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little conversation about that, but no penalty. So here we go. First down and 10 for Westminster Christian. Their opening possession of the night. The Eagles' possession results in a punt. The Crusaders go to work at their own 17-yard line. Quarterback is number 3, Stephen George. George operates out of the shotgun. He turns, he hands this one inside. He goes with number 20, Mike Cunningham. And Mike Cunningham's not, well, let's see, is actually going to lose a yard on the play. Guess who?
Yeah, that was Noah Lovelady in on it, along with a lot of helpers there. I mean, there was a hole for like a brief second, and it closed up quickly. Great job by the Eagles defense.
Now the Crusaders are going to operate. They're going to spread the Eagles out a little bit here.
Yeah.
Well, it looked like they were, so now George is probably going to get to play and then come in and
yeah, you want to keep your eyes on George as well because he's a good runner. He's going to run the ball too, so you can't just bail out all on Cunningham if you're the Eagles defense.
3 receivers part of the set. George gets the snap, looks to throw, and he's going to have a problem.
Yeah, I think Maddox King. Yeah.
George is going to go down. He's going to lose yardage on the play.
Could you tell if they were trying to set up a screen there?
Couldn't tell. It's going to be a loss of 8 yards, though, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and a bundle. Yeah. Actually, it's going to be 3rd down and 19
George
on the opening drive.
He kind of rolled out to his right, but it looked like he was looking back to his left, so maybe a screen or a throwback type thing. But anyway, he didn't have enough time for that play to develop. Great. That was a nice sack by Maddox King.
3rd down and 19 for Westminster Christian. Ball now inside their 10-yard line at their 8.
Dangerous play.
George
here
gets a snap. He's going to have to pull this one down. He's already got pressure. He's going to be sacked for another loss. This Eagle defense is going to be a lot for Westminster Christian to handle, Daniel. It's going to be a loss of 5, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 23.
Yeah. That was Ben Duvall in on the play there. Ben Duvall's wearing number 55 now because he's playing on the offensive line as well.
So let's see. They'll spot this football. It's going to be 4th down
Number 13,
at the 4-yard line. So they're going to kick this one from their end zone. Actually, it looks like number 1, Gabe Profit, the kicker, is going to also handle the punting chores. Good snap from center. He's feeling some pressure.
Did we tip
he did not get off a beauty. Tate Hamby's actually going to let this one roll and get out of the way. And they'll down this one. But the Eagles, boy, I tell you what, they're going to start with good field position. I will say this, Daniel, it didn't look like that ball was going to go as far as it did.
No.
But the punt actually covers 38 yards before it comes to rest at the Crusader 42-yard line.
That was close to being tipped by one of the Eagles, and it may have because it was rolling end over end, and that's why it took that generous hop for the Crusaders.
Second possession of the night for Washita Christian. First one ended in a punt. Picked up a couple of first downs and then had to give the ball to Westminster Christian.
Oh, man. I like to see Drew Dugan release right here.
Sophomore quarterback Luke Vadrine in the shotgun. White joins him in the gun. 2 receivers to his left, Tate Hamby to his right. Good snap from centers, has some time, throws this one, and that was a one-hopper. I don't know that he got his feet set, and I definitely know he didn't step into that throw, so it's going to be incomplete. And looked like he may have been looking for Hudnall that time, but it is incomplete. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that looked kind of weird. The ball did go straight down. It almost looked like he was looking at Jet, then realized he wasn't open and tried to hold on to the ball. I mean, he just kind of threw it straight into the ground.
2nd down and 10. Badrine in the shotgun. White joins him in the gun. Good snap. Gives this one to Zach. Zach's got some running room. He's going to get across the 40, close to the 45, before he's hemmed up and dropped. It's going to be a gain of 5 yards on the play and bring up a big 3rd down and 5 here. Second possession of the night. First one ended in a punt. Eagles are going to try to keep this drive alive. 3rd down and 5 at the Crusader 37-yard line. Vadrine in the gun. An offset eye backfield beside him in the shotgun. High snap from center. Threw up the timing of that play, but it didn't throw off Zach White as he barrels his way through Crusaders on his way to another community pharmacy first down. Gain of 7 yards on the play.
You remember when we played St. Fred in the regular season and we started off the game having a hard time throwing the ball? We're 0 for 3 tonight, and we just gave the ball to Zach, and Zach ended up having his best game of the season.
Though, we're going to have to do something about these center snaps right now because we're just inches away from having a ball go 30 yards in the air. Vadrine in the shotgun. Offset eye backfield beside him in the gun. Looks to throw, pulls this one down. He's got Hamby. Hamby's going to break one tackle. Well, he didn't break the tackle, but he's still going to score a touchdown. As number 13, Tate Hamby, hauls in the pass and takes it in for the Eagles' first touchdown of the night. The touchdown covers 28 yards, and the Eagles take a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, simple slant route by Hamby there. Luke makes a really good throw. It looked like the defender grabbed Hamby's
shirt tail,
and he just took him all the way to the end zone. Free ride.
I was about to say. I mean, I don't think that's a really effective way to deal with Tate, and it wasn't there. Gavin Polk gets his leg into this one and splits the uprights. The extra point attempt is good as the Washita Christian Eagles take a 7-0 lead. And let's take a moment to go down to the sideline and check in with Grant Taylor with a Marion State Bank sideline report. Grant, how we doing down there?
Hey, guys, thanks. Looking good, early on controlling the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, really. As you might expect with a week layoff, some of the execution just a little bit rusty, our snaps and the timing. But you kind of feel like as you get into the flow of the game, then we'll be able to iron those things out and take advantage of certainly the opportunities in the trenches. So you see Zach, man, he's getting 5-6 yards before he's even approached by a defender. So, those are some of the positives we'll take away and see if they can keep it going.
Well, tell me this, though, Grant. I mean, you're down there at field level. I mean, you said sometimes that, they don't approach him. I don't think I'd want to approach Zach White with a head of steam.
Yeah, well, he is certainly an intimidating factor coming through the middle there. And, you mentioned Tate breaking the tackle. He didn't really break the tackle. He just gathered a hitchhiker on his way to the end zone.
Took him for a ride.
Yeah. I mean, that defender may need to pay the toll for the ride he took, but we'll see.
All right, thanks a lot. Grant Taylor with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Washita Christian 7, Westminster Christian 0. Gavin gets his leg into this one. It's a high end-over-end kick. He's going to drive the Crusaders back inside the 10.
Hey, what happens when you run sideways?
It doesn't usually work out.
That's
but
holding
we're losing
so bad.
contain, and this is going to turn out to be a problem, as the Crusaders actually are going to take this one back. Yeah, running sideline to sideline typically doesn't work, but if you lose contain on the outside, which there was probably maybe a little assistance over there on that side, but the Crusaders are going to start this drive out with great field position, as the Eagles are going to give up a big chunk of yardage on the return, 52 yards on the return. Westminster Christian will start this drive in Eagle territory at the Washita Christian 45. 6 minutes and 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Washita Christian 7, Westminster Christian 0. Stephen George lines up in the shotgun, and they're going to run the option. Gets this one on the far sideline to number 20.
22.
That's Mike Cunningham, and Cunningham goes out of bounds. A good job of executing the option that time, Daniel, but the Eagles do a good job of stringing it out as well, as it's going to be probably marked down as a loss, maybe a loss of 1 yard on the play, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, Jet Hudnall from the cornerback position comes up and lays a really good hit on Cunningham there, drives him out of bounds for that loss. Nice play.
And it looks like we're going to have an official's timeout, and it looks like it's going to have something to do with the yard marker over there on the far side of the field. I say yard marker, the chains.
Yeah.
As
it looks like it collapsed.
Yeah, they're going to have to do a little repair work on that as we look across. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Grant Taylor, the Marion State Bank sideline report. Grant, how you doing down there?
We're doing great. Weather's great. Look like we got a compromised ACL on the down marker over there. So he may not return. Well, it looks like they got him patched up.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot. Grant Taylor with the Marion State Bank sideline report. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 11.
Free timeout for both teams there.
And it looks like the down and distance markers are back in action. 2nd down and 11 for Westminster Christian. Stephen George, number 3, is going to go to work out of the shotgun. 2 running backs join him in the gun. 2 receivers split wide to his left, 1 to his right. The Crusaders traveling from right to left from our vantage point.
Looks like Noah's coming after him.
High snap from center. They keep this one on the ground, and they're going to set the edge. Getting some good blocking downfield as the Eagles come up to make a play. And it's going to be a nice gain that time as Cunningham was able to get the corner, Daniel. Picks up 5 yards on the play, was actually able to get around the edge and picked up 6 yards. It's going to bring up now 3rd down and 6 for the Crusaders in Eagle territory at the Eagle 41.
Yeah, Lovelady and Parker Payne from the rover position were coming in on a blitz, and the quarterback just kind of tosses the ball, and he outruns, Cunningham outruns those two, and a lot of room to work, and picked up some good positive yards. Good blocking.
Big 3rd down now for the Crusaders. George calls for the ball. Good snap. Rolls. Throws this one out in the flat. It's going to be incomplete. And that is called hearing footsteps.
Yep.
As number 13, Jamari White, was out in the flat, but he definitely heard somebody closing in on him. So it's going to bring up 4th down. And it'll be interesting to see how the Crusaders approach this, but it looks like they're going to punt the football as they send in a few players to try and punt this football. And actually, it's going to be their kicker and punter, number 1, Gabe Profit, as he'll trot on to handle the punting chores. 4th down and 6 for Westminster Christian. Ball at the Eagle 41.
Well, it looks like they're giving Zach White a full workload tonight. He's playing both sides of the ball early in this game.
Well, Tate Hamby's going to stand with his heels at the 5. And this punt's not going to get down there. Actually, it will. It's going to get a great roll as Profit puts this one inside the 5. The Eagles are going to have to earn this one as they're going to start this drive, it looks like, at the 2-yard line.
Nice punt.
98 yards away from pay dirt. Punt covers 39 yards, no return. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for Washita Christian at their own 2-yard line. Good punt that time from Profit. Sophomore quarterback Luke Vadrain will bring the Eagles out. 1st down and 10, their own 2, leading this contest right now with 5:53 left to play in the first quarter, 7-0. Vadrain will send 2 receivers, actually 3 to his right, 1 to his left. Good snap from center this time. Luke's got time. Puts some air into this one. He's looking for Jet Hutton, who's got it. He's at the 40.
Nobody's going to catch
the 30,
him.
the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Washita Christian. Number 22, Jed Hudnall, is going to take that one in from 98 yards away.
That's got to be close to a record.
Yeah, I've seen a 98-yarder before, maybe over in Ruston.
Yeah. Hey, don't you love it, though, that Jet had a drop last possession, and they come out here and they say, hey, we got you.
Oh, yeah, it was a beautiful throw, too, as Luke does a great job of putting just enough air under it.
Yep.
And Jet does a great job of running under that ball, hauling it in, and taking it in for the touchdown. The Eagles waste no time on that one as they put another touchdown on the board and increase their lead now 13-0.
Nice double move. I mean, it was just kind of like one of those kind of stop and goes. Man, he was wide open. What a throw. What a catch.
Gavin Polk will add the extra point attempt, and it goes through the uprights as he splits the pipes. And that's going to increase the lead now 14-0. 5 minutes and 41 seconds left to play. And let's go down to the sideline. Check in with Grant Taylor and a Marion State Bank sideline report.
Well, guys, I'll tell you what, if you're Westminster, that'll hurt your heart right there. Got a punt to pin us OCS down inside the 5 and then just have the top taken off of it like that. Hey, great job by Jet staying focused on that ball, seeing it into his hands, and once he catches it, there's not much chance of them catching him. So great job, and now we're kind of seeing the momentum build in our favor, and we're looking good down here, guys.
All right, thanks a lot. Grant Taylor with the Marion State Bank sideline report. You said something about a record earlier?
Yeah, it's got to be close to some kind of record. I mean, it's 98 yards.
That's right.
Unless we have a 99-yarder.
Oh, yeah?
What do you know? You know something, right?
I don't know. I mean, I got this handed to me.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, our producer just brought us a note.
Yeah, it says Vadreen Hudnall, 25 years later.
98 yards, tied the longest touchdown, throw and catch.
Well, that's got to be a coincidence, right?
Well,
huh?
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's right.
What?
I mean, it's a coincidence.
Tied the record. So the Eagles are going to try a little scoop here, and we're going to have penalties.
Yeah, well, it went out of bounds.
It went out of bounds before we could get our hands on it. So I guess essentially what they're saying is, of course, not everybody that's listening knows this, but Luke's dad, Drew, was a quarterback here at Washita Christian, and Jet's dad, Josh, was a receiver here at Washita Christian.
So that would have been 98.
So I'm assuming that at some point those two young men hooked up for a 98-yard touchdown reception
to set the record.
And then now the same father and son same combo,
same
father and
name,
son. Now here we go, tie the record.
Yeah.
Well,
it's interesting. It's one of those things you can't make up.
Wow, that's interesting. Now, it'd be interesting to see if they threw it on the same field. How about that? Was it a home game or an away game? Were they on turf versus grass? I don't know.
Well, the same person that found that stat's probably digging right now to see.
That's a real good possibility.
They're gonna. We'll probably find out.
But either way, that last one is going to put the Eagles out in front now, 14-0 in front of Westminster Christian. There's going to be a penalty marker on the play. And it looks like they're going to back the Crusaders up. As
it looked like this receiver on the near side, number 5, just kind of started his route a little bit early.
It's tough too. You were talking about being offsides on a punt. I mean, being offsides as a receiver is really tough. I mean, a receiver can't hear the quarterback anyway, so you're watching the ball.
That's it. And we've done it. We did it on a punt. It was one of our receivers, and they've done it too. So,
first down and 15 now for Westminster Christian. Their third possession of the night. They keep this one on the ground, and the Eagles are all in the backfield. And guess who?
Hopkins. That was Cole Hopkins.
Cole Hopkins goes back there. It's going to be a loss of 1 yard on the play, and that's going to back them up now. It's going to be second down and 16 as they put this football at the Westminster Christian 37-yard line.
Yeah, nice play by Cole. He's able to find a gap in the offensive line. He's just, he's shooting the gap right when the ball moves, and he gets through and makes a nice tackle in the backfield.
So let's call it second and 17 now. They'll put this football at the Westminster Christian 37-yard line. Crusaders are going to put this one in the air, and that's going to be a Boy, I tell you what, that one, Patrick Turpin had his had a beat on that one, actually closed in, and you know, Daniel, I think he wanted to catch that one with his chest, actually bring it into his body, and you know, rather than secure it with your hands.
Yeah.
And
he was probably looking to return it too, you know, because I mean, it was you know, it went through his hands, hit him in the chest, but it looked like his eyes came up to start the return, and you know, he could have had a return on that one. It was too easy. That's the problem.
There you go. So it is going to bring up now 3rd down and 17. Ball still at the Westminster Christian 37-yard line. 4 minutes and 53 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Ouachita Christian 14, Westminster Christian 0. They look to set the screen up, and they do.
That's not going to work.
It's going to go inside the number 9. Nice throw that time, but Evan Lemon is going to get dropped for a 2-yard loss, and that's going to bring up 4th down for Westminster Christian. And in all likelihood, they're going to have to punt this football, as they do send number 1 Gabe Prophet out to handle the punting chores.
Yeah, Noah Lovelady was all over that screen. I mean, you don't become the school's all-time leading tackler, you know, by being in the wrong place.
Well, I don't think we have to remind anybody that's tuned in right now, but you see Tate Hamby's heels at around the 35-yard line. Boy, you just don't. If you
this might be it right here.
You know, this is going to take a really good angle, as Tate had to track that one down. Unfortunately, he's unable to get over there, and the Eagles are going to let this one hit, and it's going to come to rest. Another good punt from Prophet, as this one will come to rest at the Eagle 15-yard line, where they'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 15. The punt covers 50 yards.
Man.
No return. So with 4 minutes left to play here in the first quarter, the Eagles will start their drive. Last one resulted in a 98-yard record-tying touchdown pass from Vadreen to Hudnall. The people that owned that record previously by themselves were Vadreen and Hudnall.
That's right. And they're both here tonight, I guarantee you.
Luke in the shotgun. Got his heels at the 10. Ball's at the 15. Turns, hands this one inside to Leonard. Leonard's going to make one man miss, and he explodes through the hole, gets across the 25-yard line. Nice gain on the play, a gain of 11, and more than enough for a community pharmacy 1st down.
Yeah, nice run by Leonard there, just able to get in space. Didn't seem like, you know, he had to dodge too many defenders, just pushes it upfield and picks up the first down.
You know, it's been really neat to see him grow this year.
Oh, definitely.
He's gone from being really shifty and kind of, you know, to making more and more.
Yeah, when he sees that light, man, you know, he hits the hole hard.
Man in motion across the formation. Play action. Vadreen throws this one. He's got Hamby. Hamby's across the 40-yard line. Nice catch that time by Hamby, and that's going to be more than enough for another community pharmacy 1st down. A gain of 14 yards on the play, and this Eagle offense is clicking.
Yeah, so what's happening with Tate right now, he's caught 2 passes. They were both slants. They're giving him such a deep cushion. The defender is that all he's doing is just cutting up underneath it and headed to the middle of the field.
1st down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at their own 41-yard line. Vadreen in the shotgun. High snap from center. He pulls it down. He's going to run this one himself, and he's got some running room across the 40, across the 45, the 50 before he's going to be upended at the 40-yard line. Again, I hate seeing our sophomore quarterback run the football. Does it effectively, but I still hate seeing it.
I do too. I mean, right there, he picks up the 1st down, and he's headed out of bounds, and then he tries to pick up a couple extra ones, and he's gonna learn. And I've talked to him about it in class. I'm like, hey, just step out of bounds right there. You've got the 1st down.
And he does pick them up, so it is going to be another community pharmacy 1st down. This time in Crusader territory at the 42-yard line. Vadreen in the gun. Leonard joins him in the gun. 3 receivers left. Hamby right. Good snap from center. Keeps this one on the ground with Zach.
Good block.
Zach's across the 40, across the 35, across the 30. Still rumbling. He's going to be real close to inside the 25-yard line. And it's going to be more than enough for a community pharmacy 1st down. A gain of 13 yards on the play, as the Eagles inching closer and closer to the Washam Agency red zone.
Man, this offensive line has really found their stride this drive. They're doing a great job. I mean, just having their way with these Crusaders, this Crusader defensive front.
4 receivers, part of the set. Zach joins him in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Luke keeps this one himself, and this time he's not going to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 19, Luke Green on the quarterback keeper.
Actually going to be a loss of 3 yards on the play. So it's going to bring up now 2nd down and 13 as they'll move this football backwards to the Crusader 31-yard line.
Yeah, they've really tightened up in the box after the last few big runs. I think they had 7 in the box that time that were crashing down.
Minute 30 left to play in the first quarter. Washita Christian 14. Westminster Christian 0. Vadreen in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 right. White joins him in the shotgun. Luke, play action. Throws this one to Tate. Tate's got some running room. He's going to cut this one up and get across the 20-yard line. Going to be real close. No, actually going to have more than enough for a community pharmacy first down. He needed 13. Looks like he may have picked up 15 on the play. Actually a gain of 16, so it's going to be first down for the Eagles inside the Washam Agency red zone at the Crusader 15-yard line.
I like the bubble screen. I especially like the bubble screen when Tate gets the ball like that and has space. Good play. We hadn't seen it a whole lot this year.
First down and 10 for the Eagles at the Crusader 15. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Washita Christian trying to add to a 14-0 lead. Vadreen in the shotgun. White joins him in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Sends a man in motion. That's Dugan across the formation. Turns, gives this one to Zach. Zach's going to make 1 man, 2 man, 3 man. Oh!
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. Zach White takes it into the end zone. A punishing run as he clears people out. And he takes it in from 15 yards out, and that's going to be another touchdown for the Washita Christian Eagles. That touchdown and all Eagle touchdowns brought to you by the fine folks at Trinity Diamonds Direct. For all your diamond needs, visit their store located on Blanchard Street in West Monroe. As just got an update, Daniel, on the score from down in Natchitoches. The Glenbrook Apaches out to a 12-3 lead out in front of the St. Mary's Tigers.
Yeah.
Extra point attempt is up and good as Gavin splits the pipes again tonight to add to the lead now. Washita Christian 21. Westminster Christian 0.
You know, I mentioned it's always great to be playing football around Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving's next week, and one thing that the school does, it was Grandparents' Day today. The kids, 1st through 5th grade, did a production. It was fantastic, Hook versus Pan. A lot of people watched that.
Who won that, by the way?
Who won that?
Yeah, well, it was like Hook versus Pan. I saw that, and I was thinking, who won?
Pan always wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it did, okay.
But one thing that the school's doing is this coming up Tuesday, November 21st, is Giving Tuesday, nationally recognized day, of benevolence and helping out nonprofit organizations. And OCS is looking to be a recipient of some of those donations, of course. And there's a lot going on here. So if you'd like to donate on Giving Tuesday, if you're thankful for all the things that you've been blessed with, and go to OCS.org and scroll down, you'll see the donate button. Really easy to do online. And I know OCS will appreciate it and use that to help prepare.
Tax deductible
The tax
donation?
deductible, yeah. Help prepare youth for time and eternity.
All right. 25 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Eagles out to a 21-0 lead. Gavin Polk tees it up at the 40-yard line and hammers this one. This one is going to go into the end zone. Great job that time by Gavin. I'll tell you what, Daniel, he's had a lot of variety with his leg this year, too. We've seen him kicking the sky kicks, the onside kicks. He's trying to find, a lot of different ways to kick the football, keep people off balance, and he's been able to do that so far. A little learning year this year.
Well, and he bangs them through after we score touchdowns at a high clip. So that's always good. We've seen Reed Smalling come in, and hey, he's got a little kind of a specialty area, and it's been called upon several times this year, maybe 10 or so kickoffs.
Well, Reed Smalling, I'm gonna tell you something. That young man, I mean, he could put it. I'm thinking he could probably drop that thing in a trash can about 9 out of 10 times. Right there, about 15 yards down the field.
Yep.
Yeah, he does a nice job with it as well. First down and 10 for Westminster Christian. They're trying to get this offense on track. They're going to be pressured. This one's going to be incomplete. They George was able to elude some of the Eagle pressure and get it out of his hands, but incomplete. Looked like he was trying to find. Actually, kind of tough to tell the numbers. I still can't figure. Maybe 13.
13.
Jamari White is the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up now 2nd down and 10.
Oh yeah, the cheerleaders are out here handing out clackers.
Well,
you hear him? You can hear him.
oh, yeah, there we go. That's right. Well, maybe I like the clacker sound a little bit more than the cowbell. Never been a big cowbell
You'll probably get
fan.
a combination of
cowbells
the two.
and clackers?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, so far, I'm okay with the clackers. So it is going to be second down and 10. And
Noah Lovelady.
Oh, yeah. You find Noah Lovelady in your backfield.
Yep.
And the ball carrier that time, that's number 13, White. He's not going to make it anywhere. He's going to lose 7 yards on the play. So now you're going to be looking at 3rd and 17 as we get ready to end the first quarter of play. I want to thank tonight's first quarter sponsor, the Darren Dugan Agency. For all your home, auto, life, and business insurance needs, call Darren Dugan today. 318-807-2100. That's 318-807-2100. We're going to take a break from here at Eagle Stadium. Ouachita Christian 21, Westminster Christian 0. Come back and join us for tonight's second quarter. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.
Hey sports fans, this is Ashton Smith with Shelter Insurance. We are a local agency that specializes in providing the best coverages and service for our clients. We offer all your insurance needs such as auto, home, life, and commercial. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Please call us at 318-343-3582. You can find us at Facebook or at 205 Old Bastrop Road in Monroe. We are your shield. We are your shelter.
If your car or truck is broken down, or you locked your keys in your vehicle, or you just need a flat fix, call Bears Towing and Recovery at 388-3021. In fact, why not just save the number in your cell phone? That's 388-3021. Bears Towing is on call 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. They understand that an emergency doesn't happen at convenient times. Bears Towing, 388-3021. Bears Towing is a proud sponsor of OCS football.
Welcome back to Fitzhugh Field, Eagle Stadium, the campus of Ouachita Christian School, the Farm Bureau broadcast booth. 3rd down and 17 for the Westminster Christian Crusaders. George calls for the ball. Feeling a little bit of pressure. He's going to pull this one down, and he's going to go down. And if he didn't go down, he was going to be brought down, but it is going to be back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So 4th down now and 19 for Westminster Christian, Daniel, and they're going to have to punt this football again.
Yeah, this is not a good place to be punting from. However, Prophet's done a good job punting tonight, keeping it away from Tate Hamby. He hadn't had a chance to really get a return. I know he's chomping at the bit to get the opportunity here.
Well, Tate Hamby's going to have his heels at the 43-yard line, already in Crusader territory. Low snap, and this kick is going to be away from Tate again.
That was a good job.
As Prophet has done a nice job of keeping it out of the hands of Tate Hamby, just keeping it far enough away where Tate really can't get over there with a head of steam to be able to scoop it up or catch it and go. And it's a great punt, but it's still going to be great field position for the Eagles. This punt's only going to cover 28 yards. So it is going to be 1st down and 10 for Ouachita Christian at the Westminster Christian 41-yard line, already in Crusader territory. 11 minutes and 13 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Ouachita Christian 21, Westminster Christian 0. Luke Vadrine in the shotgun. He's got one receiver wide to his right, 2 to his left. The Eagles now traveling from right to left from our vantage point. Zach White joins him in the shotgun. Vadrine looks to throw. Looks like he's setting up, and now he's going to have to pull this one. We're going to have a hold. And Vadrine's going to unload this one, but he's going to unload it way late. And actually, the timing of that play thrown off tremendously, and that hold's going to bring it back. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty against the Eagles for holding.
Yeah, and that was just to save our quarterback from taking a hit. I mean, that was that. I didn't see what number he was, but he flushed Luke out of the backfield and put him on the run. So was he past? He went past. No. No, there they go.
And we're going to wait for an official indication. 10-yard penalty for holding, and we still just.
Does he need help with his flag? He's standing over his.
Well, now wait a second here. They've already marked off 10 yards.
Whoa. Yeah. Look what, yeah.
Yeah, so we probably want to, yeah.
The old double hold penalty there.
Yeah. There we go.
That's the first down. We're number.
Yeah, so we put it.
39.
It's a 10-yard hold. The holding now, Daniel, is automatically been ruled as a 10-yard holding is from the line of scrimmage now, rather than from the spot of the foul. And so now they penalize us 10 yards. So we put the football down and we go 1st and 20.
It looks like the white hat thinks it's different. So they're calling.
Well, we need to make sure we get on the same page.
Yeah.
You know.
I think. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, let's go down to the sideline and check in with Grant Taylor and a Marion State Bank sideline report. Grant's probably got all the answers to this question right now, right, Grant?
Well, you know, I'm down here trying to make friends with this official so I can get the inside scoop for you. And I think he's like me, and we're just trying to watch and figure out what's going on. He's leaving that flag there. There you go. Now he's getting it.
Okay.
And I think we're ready to go.
It should be 1st and 20.
Yeah, 1st and 20, holding penalty. He did tell me it was a hold, so I don't know what the further confusion was for. So here we go.
All right, thanks a lot. Grant Taylor with the Marion State Bank sideline report. 1st down and 20 for the Eagles. Luke Vadrine in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Zach White joins him in the shotgun. Eagles with the ball at their own 49.
Ooh.
Vadrine's feeling some immediate pressure. Now he's going to be sacked. Never got his feet under him. Never felt comfortable.
No, they brought the house on that one, and the 2 linebackers just shot right through there. Vadrine had no time to set up, no time to survey the field.
Huge loss on the play.
Huge loss. I would have rather taken those 2 holds.
Yeah, it's going to be a loss of 12 yards on the play. So the holding call makes it 1st and 20. Now the sack's going to make it 2nd and 22. Loss of 12 yards on the play. Or actually 2nd and 32.
Oh, my goodness.
Being a little too generous. 2nd down and 32. Ball now deeper in Eagle territory at the Eagle 37. Vadrine calls for the ball, gets a snap. This time sets his feet. Throws this one across the middle. Hamby catches it. Hamby's going to have to outrun one man. Now he's going to outrun the rest of their football team. Touchdown! Washita Christian! Number 13, Tate Hamby, is going to make a fantastic catch, Daniel, and then he's just going to outrun the Crusader defense for a touchdown. It's going to cover 63 yards. When you've got an SEC caliber receiver at your disposal, he can change the game in an instant.
That was cherry picking right there. That ball looked like it was going all the way through everybody, and he sticks his arms up in stride, pulls it out of the air, and finishes the play with one stiff arm, and then he outruns the second defender.
Nice throw that time by the sophomore quarterback. He put it where Tate, and probably only Tate could have caught it.
Yeah, well, if Tate misses it, that's probably getting picked off. But, you know, I mean, it was an outstanding catch by Tate.
Gavin's extra point attempt splits the uprights, and the Eagles take a 28-0 lead over Westminster Christian. A nice throw that time. And a nice catch by Tate. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Grant Taylor and a Marion State Bank sideline report. Grant, nice catch, huh?
Yeah, most teams don't have a play call for 1st and 32, but most teams don't have a player like Tate Hamby either. So he kind of just equalizes that for you. And what a play by Tate. Great catch, great throw, and then the run. Good luck to those guys trying to drag him down. So it's a great play.
Absolutely. Nice catch and a nice throw that time as the Eagles increase their lead now 28-0 over Westminster Christian.
Yeah. Did you get the opponent? Did you see who the opponent was for that 98-yard touchdown record?
Oh, I didn't. I didn't, and Kim took it away.
Yep.
She brought it up here for me to see it, and I told her, I was like, you know, we already touched on it, but we did, but I'm sure I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I can tell you this. It wasn't Westminster Christian.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Gavin will tee this one up at the 40-yard line. Eagles lead this thing now 28-0. 10 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. And this is going to be an onside kick. This one ain't going to make it. Now the Eagles are going to get penalized, and I'm sure Westminster Christian would like to keep this football right where it lays, because I would not re-kick this one. And that's exactly what they're going to do. So Westminster Christian's going to take over now, 1st down at 10 in Eagle territory at the Eagle 46-yard line.
You know, almost all the players walked away from the ball without touching it for both teams except for one, their number 63. He stood over the ball. and eventually an Eagle touches it. There's only 2 of them left there, but if they don't touch that, number 63 could have picked that thing up and ran it all the way back. Finally, they touch it, though.
So it is going to be first down and 10. And now, there you go. Now, see, Miss Kim comes through for us again, doesn't she?
St. Bernard.
St. Bernard.
Yeah, November
School.
13th, 1998.
98 yards.
Yep, 98 yards. Drew Vadrine to Josh Hudnall.
25 years.
Yep, 25 years and 4 days.
And 4 days.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. That is that is kind of crazy, though, you know, and you think about it.
Yeah.
Father to son.
So it says verses. Let me look through here. These don't say a lot. Whether it was a home, I mean, as far as whether we are home or away, they all say verses. So.
Well, now they are going to re-kick this.
Yeah. That's interesting. They had they would.
So now the Eagles are going to get into this one. Polk gets it into it, and as it turns out, one of our guys actually offsides on that kick last time, so they do kick it over. And the Crusaders this time are going to make a little hay as they get across the 25-yard line. And it looks like they'll spot this at the 27-yard line where it'll be first down and 10 for Westminster Christian. So the Crusaders look like they were going to have field position in Eagle territory, but the penalty gets a re-kick. And a nice job by Gavin Polk of getting it down there. The return's going to cover 14 yards, so it'll be first down and 10 for Westminster Christian at their own, well, let's call it 27-yard line.
So it was offsides on the onside kick attempt. And,
absolutely.
That's supposed to be a dead ball. I guess nobody heard the whistle. So,
well, first down and 10 for Westminster Christian at their own 27-yard line. The Crusaders have had a tough time tonight with this Eagle defense. They trail in the game right now, 28-0. George gets a good snap from center, looks to throw, puts some air into this one. He throws this one right into the chest of Zach White. White's across the 20. Now he's across the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown! Ouachita Christian! Number 11, Zach White, is going to take that interception to the house. And he's going to cover 39 yards, and that touchdown, an all-Eagle touchdown, brought to you by the fine folks at Trinity Diamonds Direct. For all your diamond needs, visit their store on Blanchard Street in West Monroe. And that was a diamond of an interception return for a touchdown, as Zach does a great job of putting his running back hat on as he's returning that one. Daniel set up his angle of pursuit there and then cut it back across.
Yeah, good blocking.
And now the Crusaders are going to jump off sides on the extra point attempt. And I'm not sure if we'll decline that or take that, but it is going to be encroachment against the Crusaders.
Well, there's not a lot Zach had to do to actually intercept that ball. I mean, he was just playing a strong safety position, and the ball's thrown right to him. He just catches it and then lets, it's kind of like a return more than a punt return or something. Let his block set up and ran it all the way back.
Polk on for the extra point attempt. Turpin to hold. Good snap. The kick is up.
I don't know.
It's a low line drive, but it splits the bars, and the Eagles are going to increase their lead now, 35-0. A nice job that time on the hold by Turpin, Daniel. He had to kind of corral that one to get it in, and does a good job of getting it down and getting the uprights split for the extra point. Ouachita Christian Eagles are going to jump out to now a 35-0 lead. 9 minutes and 54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Grant Taylor and a Marion State Bank sideline report. How's it going down there, Grant?
It's going good. Everybody's pretty fired up. It's a great catch by Zach, and once he secures that ball, he knows what to do with it. And you get him in the open field with a head of steam and some blockers, and there's just not much.
It's going to be a problem, Grant.
It's a problem. It's a problem. And, you mentioned Zach playing a lot earlier, and Coach Vadrine, which, by the way, Daniel, Drew Vadrine is here tonight. He's down here calling plays.
I knew it was a pretty safe bet there.
Well, I wanted to confirm that for you. He is actually here. He dialed up that play, and so that's good. But he also mentioned Zach. He said, hey, let me know if you get winded. And Zach said, nope, I'm ready to go, and he showed it on that play. So
absolutely. Thanks a lot. Grant Taylor with the Marion State Bank sideline report. The Eagles again going to try a little trickery, I think they're just trying to get things on film, Daniel. Just trying to put the ball in play any number of ways. And, you never know when you're going to need that special possession, at some point during this postseason. And it's just nice to see the variety that you have out of Gavin Polk. Does such a great job of kicking and punting the football for Ouachita Christian. Crusaders are going to haul that one in, though, 1st and 10 at their own 36.
There's a lot of things, Gavin, as a kicker, there's a lot of things that you're kind of resigned to do, like, kickoffs and extra points and things like that. But Gavin's actually a really good athlete. I mean, he's very good at golf. He's very good at soccer. And, we've seen him try a couple punts where he threw the ball. I mean, he can throw the ball well. So he's a good athlete. A lot of ways to use him. I've said it a couple times this year, but he's a weapon, as a kicker. He's not just kind of filling a roster spot there.
1st down and 10 for the Crusaders. They're going to run the option again. This time they're going to find a seam, but I'm going to tell you, I think those yellow flags are going to be for holding, as they were really, really able to set the edge on the far side of the field, and I think it's going to be a holding call against Westminster Christian, and that's what it's going to be. So they're going to back them up 10 yards, and it's going to bring up, let's see, they'll move this into the 20. Line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 10 yards. So, yeah, 2nd down and 20.
No, I'm sorry, first down and
20.
Yeah.
As they mark this one back, looks like they'll spot it at the 26-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 20 at their own 26-yard line. 9 minutes and 41 seconds left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Ouachita Christian 35. Westminster Christian 0. George gets a high snap, keeps this one on the ground. It's going to be a real tough run that time by Mike Cunningham. Cunningham, a tough runner, picks up, well, he's actually going to lose a yard on the play. Didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage, so now you're going to be looking at 2nd down and 21 at their own 25-yard line. Tough night for this Crusader offense as Ouachita Christian, Daniel, stingy with the yardage.
Yeah, I think their biggest play was actually the kickoff return early on in the game. I'm trying to think if they've gotten another 1st down on offense.
2nd down and 21. George in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion across the formation. 2 running backs with him in the gun. Good snap from center. Looks to throw. Puts some air into this one, and this one might be a problem. Hudnall with some great coverage on the far side of the field. Jed Hudnall that time. Daniel, sometimes you just can't be in position for the pick.
No,
but when you can't be, you put yourself in there to where you can put your body and knock that ball away, and that's exactly what Jet does. Stride for stride with the receiver. Does a great job on that side of the field with the pass coverage, and it's going to bring up now 3rd down and 21.
Yeah, you can't ask for anything more from your pass defenders. I mean, he just goes up, runs, like you mentioned, runs stride for stride, tries to high point the ball just to bat it away. He didn't even make a big attempt to intercept that ball. I mean, it was a high throw, full speed downfield. So really, really great job by Jet.
It's been a long time, Daniel, that I've been out here at the school calling these games, and I got news for you. 2 cover corners like Hamby and Hudnall don't come along out here very often. George is going to try to find something in the passing pocket, and it's just not there. He's going to lose 4 yards on the sack, and now they're going to have to punt the football again. It's going to bring 4th down at 25, and they're going to have to punt this football again. Tate Hamby, I'm telling you, you got to be careful. They're dodging, dodging a lot of bullets so far and keeping this thing away from him. Profit now is going to punt this one. He'll stand at his 10. Tate will stand at the 50. Profit gets a good snap, and this one's going to be blocked. Oh, who got it?
That was John Turner.
John Turner is going to scoop that one up and take it in for the touchdown. Number 35, Turner. Not sure if he blocked that one, Daniel.
I think it was Parker Payne, number 2, that blocked the kick.
It was definitely blocked, and Turner scoops it up and takes it in for a touchdown, and now the Eagles are going to add to their lead. Another Trinity Diamonds direct touchdown. Well, so far here in the first half, I don't think Gavin's going to have to ice that leg, Daniel, but he's been using it a lot.
Oh, well, yeah, it looks like that's what they wanted him to do. He's tried every variety of kickoff except for the squib. We haven't seen the squib.
Another extra point attempt. Gavin Polk. Turpin to hold. Good snap. Good hold. Kick is up.
Oh, he crushed that one.
And it's good as the Eagles are going to add now again to the lead, 42-0. 8 minutes and 5 seconds left to play here in the 2nd quarter. Want to thank the fine folks at D&H Sporting Goods for sponsoring our 2nd quarter this season. D&H with 2 locations in Bastrop and Sterlington to serve you. Stop by D&H Sporting Goods for all your Ouachita Christian Eagle gear. Speaking from firsthand experience, and in other words, I've been to both stores. There is an more than adequate amount of Ouachita Christian gear. They got some good-looking stuff up there at D&H.
Yeah, they do. They got a variety of stuff too. Some good things. They had a shirt up there this summer. It was a Hawaiian OCS shirt.
Nah.
They did. It had flowers on it and eagles on it.
Is it there now?
I don't know, but I really wanted one. So I have to go back up there and see if they still got it.
Well, it's definitely a possibility. There is a large variety of Eagle gear up there. So Reed Smalling, you talked about him a little while ago, Daniel, about his ability to put this ball right there in a bucket.
I mean, he's
and
kick
it looks
right
like
here
that's
to number 15. He's just going to kick it right to him.
Reed tees it up at the 40. And, there it is.
Yeah.
It's going to be fielded, and this time they're not going to set that edge. You remember we talked about running sideline to side. Now we got a flag.
It looks like the player's shaking up, one of the Crusaders.
And no indication right now what the call is going to be. The Eagles with a pretty physical stop on the play.
Number 13, Jamari White for the Crusaders, is down on the field. Looks like he's in some pain, and that's going to be a big blow for the Crusaders.
I will say this, Daniel. The official on that side of the field is talking with the Eagle defenders, which usually is an indication that
that they're deciding whether to accept or decline.
Let's see. So we have a personal foul face mask against the Eagles. So maybe the ref's telling him, hey, you shouldn't grab his face mask. I didn't see the face mask from our vantage point, but if so, that's going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Eagles.
Yeah, and you hope that Jamari White is okay.
Yeah, it seems to he's definitely moving down on the field. Definitely being attended to by the training staff for Westminster Christian. Dr. Saul Graves going to make his way over there to check on Mr. White. Let's take a minute to there we go. Jamari is up on his own feet, or on his feet, and going off under his own power. So shaking up on the play, but making his way to the sideline. White is actually one of the better players and definitely one of the big playmakers for Westminster Christian. Had some pretty good plays so far tonight, and has done a nice job up until that point returning kicks.
He's been
for the Crusaders.
He's been in the backfield, split out, and I think he's seen a couple targets from the quarterback, Stephen George. So I think he is kind of their go-to guy, with creative plays other than handing it to Cunningham.
Shaking up and off under his own power. First down and 10 now. Following the face mask call, the Crusaders are going to find themselves with good field position. They keep this one on the ground, and they go with number 20. That's Mike Cunningham. Cunningham's going to make positive yardage as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, pick up a yard. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for Westminster Christian at their own 43 or 48-yard line.
Yeah, pretty tough yard there for Cunningham.
And now we're going to have a penalty marker on the play.
Yeah, sideline warning.
Sideline warning against the Crusaders. They're going to be asked to back it up. So 2nd down and 9.
Yeah.
Ball at the Westminster Christian 48.
Somebody must have said something he didn't like because he threw that flag with aggression. now he's telling the coach to back up. He's about to throw another one.
2nd down and 9. George in the shotgun. Good snap from center. George calls his own number on this one, and he's going to get wrestled down. He didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose 2 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 12.
Another nice play by number 9, Cole Hopkins, from the middle linebacker position.
So it's actually going to be only a loss of 2. So now you're going to be looking at 3rd and 11. They'll put this football at the Westminster Christian 46-yard line. Clock running with 6:22 left to play here in the 2nd quarter.
It's pretty nice when you can do a full defensive line shift, and you see Ben Duvall going into the game. That's one of the strengths of this team, especially moving forward, is the depth at defensive line and our linebackers. John Turner goes in, Ben Duvall.
Ben Duvall is a menace.
Yeah.
They're going to put some air into this one. They look downfield. It's going to be That's going to be out of bounds as Zach running stride for stride with the receiver. Really good coverage. White doing a good job that time of using the sideline as leverage. He kind of kept himself and the receiver. He wasn't going to let the ball get in between them, and that one travels out of bounds, and it is going to bring up 4th down and 11. And looks like Westminster Christian's going to have to punt this football again.
Yeah.
Tate Hamby has been unable to get his hands on a football tonight.
Well, the last one was blocked, of course.
Yeah, and this time Profit is going to punt this one, looks like, Daniel, from about the 35. Tate's going to have his heels at his own 25. And this one's very returnable. And Tate is going to settle under this one, and he hauls it in. And, boy, I tell you what, Westminster Christian does a nice job that time of getting down there and getting a hold of Tate Hamby as Tate kind of committed to that one a little late. And you had some coverage down there. But, hey, tip your hat to the Crusaders. That's one of the most dangerous return men in the state in any classification.
I mean, averaging over 40 yards a return. And right there, it looks like from here, of course, we don't have the best perspective, but it looked like he could have ran up and caught that ball in the air at full tilt. But you know, he doesn't get to it, lets it bounce once or twice, and then picks it up and is brought
37 yards on the punt. Eagles start this drive, 1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Vadrine in the shotgun, 4 receivers part of the set. Good snap from center. Luke sets his feet. Now he's going to have to adjust. He pulls it down. He's going to run it himself. Going to make one man miss, and he goes out of bounds. And look at that. Boy, I tell you, now that's the part of running the football I like to see out of our quarterback. He gets what he can, which is more than enough for another community pharmacy 1st down, and he goes out of bounds without getting hit. 1st down and 10 for the Eagles. They're trying to move.
Yeah, you like it that he's a competitor, and he wants to get those extra yards.
So it is going to be a timeout on the field, and that's going to be taken by the Crusaders. We're going to take a quick timeout with them. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle Football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.
Dreyer Contracting has been walked on and driven on all over town for 5 decades. Dreyer Contracting has been serving our community for over 50 years. That's a lot of asphalt, surface treatments, hot mix, parking lots, driveways, asphalt maintenance, dozer work, and crushed stone. You can walk and drive on us with confidence. Call 281-2242. Dreyer Contracting in Bastrop.
Everyone likes to be on the winning team, but there are always many obstacles in the way. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ, where we celebrate overcoming the hurdles and struggles of life together. We are a community of faith, supporting each other's victories. Come as you are, and let's tackle life's challenges together. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ this Sunday at 10 a.m. Visit facoc.org for more information. Go Eagles!
42, Westminster Christian, 0.
Now they're having a conference. I wonder what's going on between Fitzhugh and the White Hat.
Could have something to do with the clock. But let's go down to the sideline and see if we can't check in with Grant. Grant, how we doing down there?
Doing good, guys. I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah.
Going to let it roll, I think, here.
On the clock.
Yep.
I got you.
42 points.
Yeah, 42 points there. All right. Hey, Grant, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Grant Taylor with the Marion State Bank Sideline Report. Grant kind of confirming our suspicions there.
That's journalism.
Oh, absolutely. Grant's down there hustling, isn't he? Vadrine looks to throw this one. Finally going to unload an unbelievable catch by Tate. He hadn't been ruled down yet. And they're finally going to bring him down after a nice gain on the play.
He threw his hat. He was out of bounds back here, I believe. But he didn't gain anything anyway. I thought he stepped out of bounds, too, after the catch. I mean, he catches it, and I thought he stepped out of bounds. But I guess he lost his whistle and his hat.
Well, let's see. Don't have an official ruling right now. He did lose his hat. Tate gets pushed out of bounds. He comes back in. I think that's what they're going to say is if you're pushed out and you come back in and catch the ball, it's going to be okay. And that's exactly what they're going to say. So it's going to be 2nd down and 1. Tate with a 9-yard grab. Physical catch.
Yeah.
Physical run after the catch. 2nd down and a yard. Vadrine in the shotgun. 3 receivers split wide to the right. Tate to the left. White in the backfield. Luke looks to throw.
He's got to go.
He's going to pull this one down. He's going to be brought down from behind. That's a horse collar tackle, and that is going to cost him 15 yards. That's a personal foul. I think number 44 is just now recognizing that.
Yeah.
Personal foul, horse collar. Here's a call against the Crusaders. That's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, so there'll certainly be a first down. 1 yard to go, so they'll go 15 from there and bring up first down.
Big penalty that time, as it looked like for what appeared to be one of the better defensive stands for Westminster Christian. Unfortunately, it's going to be squandered by a horse collar tackle.
Yeah.
First down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball in Crusader territory at the Crusader 43-yard line. Vadrine in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Luke looks to throw. Puts a ton of air into this one. He's got Tate Hamby down there. Tate's going to have that one go in and out of his hands. A valiant effort, though, man, in traffic. Would have been a great catch, but not unusual or anything unexpected from Hamby, but it is going to go in and out of his hands, and it's going to bring up second down and 10 for the Eagles. Daniel, quick update for you. I've got a score from down in Natchitoches, 12-10 now. Glenbrook, the Apaches hanging on to a two-point lead over the St. Mary's Tigers. Second down and 10. Vadrine in the shotgun. Good snap. Sets his feet again. Now he's going to pull it down. Now he's going to have to run. It goes across the 40 and slides in there. Love to see that.
Yep.
Going to be a gain of 4 yards on the play. Bring up a pretty manageable third down and 6. And now we're going to have a timeout. And it's a timeout that's going to be taken by the Eagles. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to go straight down to the sideline and check in with Grant Taylor at Marion State Bank sideline report. As this clock, Daniel, I will tell you this. It's been running.
Yeah.
So now we're down to 1 minute and 21 seconds on that Eagle timeout.
Well, and I think the people want to know, Daniel, in class when you've been teaching Luke, is this what you've been teaching to slide,
yes,
get out of bounds?
Actually.
We want to know. So he's paying attention. We give the young man credit for that.
Well, it is, but it just started recently. I told him, I said, Luke, like, you're a starting quarterback now. We need you in the game. And, we're not super deep at the quarterback position, so we need you to stay healthy. So run out of bounds, take a slide, whatever you got to do.
Okay, so his conduct is satisfactory in your class.
Yeah, I was wondering if his dad was going to get on to him for sliding when he walked over here, though. I didn't know. So.
Yeah. Well, we need him for the long run.
Yeah, absolutely, we do. Thanks a lot, Grant. Grant Taylor with the Marion State Bank sideline report. And unfortunately, if you're a St. Mary's Tigers fan, Daniel, you're not going to be any happier as now Glenbrook up on the Tigers 19-10.
I'm not surprised. I'll say that. I am not surprised.
Third down and 7 for the Eagles. Vadrine with a good snap from center. Got tons of room. Throws this one across the middle. That's Hudnall. Hudnall's across the 25. He's now across the 20, inside the 15 before he's run out of bounds. Nice throw that time by the sophomore quarterback as Luke's gonna thread the needle, so to speak, on that one. A close window, or I say a close window, a narrow window to get that one in. A gain of 26 yards, enough for a community pharmacy first down. It puts the Eagles inside the Washam Agency red zone. First down and 10. Vadrine again looks to throw. Puts some air into this one, the back of the end zone, and that is probably a pretty smart throw. If you don't have somebody there, get rid of it, and the clock is going to continue to run now. 40 seconds left to play. The Eagles are going to have to hurry. They got guys jogging back. They're going to need to get back in the huddle and get on the line of scrimmage. 30 seconds left to play here in the first half. On the ball, 20 seconds. Vadrine gets a good snap from center, rolls. Trying to find somebody, does, and this one's going to be complete, but
Eagles
it's going to be complete
here.
inbounds. Clock's going to continue to run now. 19 seconds, and the Eagles will burn a timeout. A gain of 7 yards on the play, so it'll bring up third down and 3 as they'll put this football about the 8-yard line.
Yeah, they got time. They got one more timeout, I believe, so they got time for another play. And if they don't get it, they'll call their last timeout and kick the field goal here. 19
seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
So that catch and run by Jet just a few moments ago was he had some shifty moves coming across the field. Caught it on the slant, wide open, and tries to get outside, picks up several yards after the catch. So good first half by Jet Hudnall on both sides of the ball.
I'm telling you. I'm just telling you, it's been a lot. I've been out here. I've been watching a lot of Eagle football. I've told you a long time. And you know what? 2 guys on the corners, offensively and defensively. 2 guys. I'm telling you, both of them.
But you've also seen where Tate moves into the middle of the field if it's a team that's going to run the ball a lot. Plus, you got Noah Lovelady in the middle. Plus, you got Ben DeVaul.
Lot of weapons.
I mean, Stacey Shaw.
Lot of weapons.
Yes, on defense. It's going to be tough.
But you got 2 cornerbacks that can shut you down. Those guys are fantastic on the outside. Jet and Tate do a great job. Here we go, third down.
I would say
3.
Give the ball to Zach here. Let him try to pick it up.
Ball at the 8. inside the Washam Agency red zone. Good snap from center. Vadrine looks to throw. He's got plenty of time. Unloads this one.
Touchdown.
And Tate's got it. Touchdown, Ouachita Christian. Another tight window to throw that football into. Vadrine does a great job of slipping it in there.
Yeah.
Tate does a good job. And one thing you can say about Tate, a lot of times that ball is going to be caught with his hands, and it was then, as the Eagles are going to add to their
especially
lead.
if it's up in the air above his head. That was a great job by Luke throwing the ball up above his head so that Tate, 6'2", 6'3" frame, extremely athletic, can go up and catch that ball.
As the Eagles add to their lead, Gavin Polk on to attempt the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and Gavin's kick is good. Almost out of automatic on these extra points as now the Eagles add to their lead 49-0. And that is going to bring it in to the first half of play. Your Ouachita Christian Eagles, second round of the playoffs, are going to take a halftime lead into the locker room, 49-0. Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Grant Taylor right before we go to the half ourselves. Grant, how you doing down there?
Doing good. Great way to finish the half. And in a game such as this, when the score's getting a little bit lopsided, you see the guys working on hurry-up offense with the clock running, and gives you an opportunity to go through the rhythm of some of those things that you might need to use later on down the road.
Absolutely, Grant. You're doing a great job down there for us tonight, man. Want to wish Nick White all our best as he's at home recuperating, but Grant doing a great job down there on the sideline for us. Thanks a lot.
Well, I do want to bring up something. I was kind of looking. One thing I was thinking about as a way to win, but I didn't go with it this week. I'll go with it next week.
Should have gone with it.
I should have. I mean, you got to put the ball in Tate Hamby's hands. So I was looking at throughout the year. He's had a couple rushes. He's thrown a couple passes. He's had interceptions. He's had returns. He's kind of all over the field. He's the one player on our team that can legitimately play every play of the game in all phases. And he's going to score a touchdown about 1 out of every 5 times he just gets his hands on the ball. So it's a pretty good percentage there, You only get 4 downs to get a first down. I mean, statistically, if he touches it 5 times, he's going to score.
It's good numbers.
That's pretty good numbers.
Yeah, I want to thank again our Road to the Dome playoff sponsor, Randall's Captain Avery Seafood and Specialty Meats, for being this year's Road to the Dome playoff sponsor, and the fine folks at Randall's they've been supporters of Ouachita Christian Eagle football and Eagle athletics for quite some time now. I want to thank Randall's again for sponsoring our Road to the Dome. Ouachita Christian's going to take a 49-0 lead in at the half. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Come back and join us for the second half of play here at Fitzhugh Field, Eagle Stadium. Coach Fitzhugh closing in on 250 wins tonight. We're going to take a break from here at Eagle Stadium. Ouachita Christian 49, Westminster Christian 0. You're listening to Ouachita Christian Eagle football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network.
At 3B Outdoor Equipment, we pride ourselves on our service, and now we've added another location in West Monroe, located 1 mile south of I-20 on Well Road. Our new location offers the same level of customer service you've come to expect at our Monroe store, and is stocked with additional brands like Toro and Skag. 3B Outdoor Equipment, the equipment you need and the service you deserve.
Hey sports fans, this is Ashton Smith with Shelter Insurance. We are a local agency that specializes in providing the best coverages and service for our clients. We offer all your insurance needs such as auto, home, life, and commercial. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Please call us at 318-343-3582. You can find us at Facebook or at 205 Old Bastrop Road in Monroe. We are your shield. We are your shelter.
If your car or truck is broken down, or you locked your keys in your vehicle, or you just need a flat fix, call Bears Towing and Recovery at 388-3021. In fact, why not just save the number in your cell phone? That's 388-3021. Bears Towing is on call 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. They understand that an emergency doesn't happen at convenient times. Bears Towing, 388-3021. Bears Towing is a proud sponsor of OCS football.
Dreyer Contracting has been walked on and driven on all over town for 5 decades. Dreyer Contracting has been serving our community for over 50 years. That's a lot of asphalt, surface treatments, hot mix, parking lots, driveways, asphalt maintenance, dozer work, and crushed stone. You can walk and drive on us with confidence. Call 281-2242. Dreyer Contracting in Bastrop.
Everyone likes to be on the winning team, but there are always many obstacles in the way. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ, where we celebrate overcoming the hurdles and struggles of life together. We are a community of faith, supporting each other's victories. Come as you are, and let's tackle life's challenges together. Join us at Forsyth Church of Christ this Sunday at 10 a.m. Visit facoc.org for more information. Go Eagles!
Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby. Here's what patients have to say.
Angela is an excellent healthcare provider. She has knowledge, compassion, and integrity.
As a single parent, it's nice to have a medical clinic that makes you feel welcome. Most clinics are just another visit to them.
Forsyth Family Medical treats you like family. Make Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby your home for family health care. 5000 Forsyth Bypass in Monroe.
There's no better time to get rid of those glasses or contacts. Now with the latest in LASIK, all laser eye LASIK, safe and ultra precise. Call for a free evaluation. 318-32-LASER, 318-32-LASER.
Make the high humble decision for your LASIK care and clear vision.
Are you tired of pushing through the pain? Do you struggle day in and day out with simple tasks? Are you ready for change? If so, call Louisiana Pain Care. At Louisiana Pain Care, our doctors are board certified and fellowship trained to target the source of your pain and help you manage it. Visit lapaincare.com for more information and to schedule your appointment. Louisiana Pain Care, your spine care experts.
Hi, I'm Dustin Valance with Ludwig Marine here on Darbone Lake, 110 Old Highway 15 in Farmerville, Louisiana. We have all your needs to have a great day on the water. From bass fishing, we carry a full line of products and services. Come check out our impressive lineup of Ranger bass boats, pontoon boats, and aluminum boats as well. Give me a call today, 318-368-8922. Ludwig Marine would like to say go Eagles.
Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm Home and Auto Insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Ron Bush is ready to help you combine home and auto and save with 2 locations to serve you in Bastrop and Sterlington. Call 318-388-4663 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Trinity Diamonds Direct, 201 Blanchard Street in West Monroe. Wholesale jewelry with integrity. They provide honest, professional experience while offering stunning diamonds and fine jewelry at or below wholesale prices. And we do custom pieces by appointment. Engagement rings, tennis bracelets, pearls, earrings, necklaces, gemstones, loose diamonds, and jewelry repairs. Trinity Diamonds Direct, 201 Blanchard Street in West Monroe.
At Veros Creative, we're experts at websites for small businesses. From website creation to on-page photography and videography, we've got you covered. And with single-page sites starting at only $500 and multi-page sites starting at $1,500, we're a low-cost, high-reward option that will have you up and running in under 2 weeks. Visit us at Veros Creative today to get started. That's VEROS Creative.com. Veros Creative is a proud sponsor of OCS football.
There comes a time in every dip's life when it's ready to leave the slow cooker, even buffalo chicken dip. So we put juicy chicken, buffalo sauce, and melty cheese in a portable crispy golden shell. Runaway dip, you're free now. Sonic $2.99 buffalo chicken dip bites.
Broadcast booth, brought to you by agents Chris Thomas and Tanner Baggett. For all your insurance needs, give them a call. Give Chris or Tanner a call at 318-283-0200. I'm going to say that whole phone number again, 318-283-0200. And what we're going to do as we wait for the third quarter of this game, it won't be long, in just a couple minutes, we're going to look at a couple stats for our halftime show, brought to all of us. Our sponsor is Sterlington Physical Therapy. This is Sterlington Physical Therapy halftime show, located 8649 Highway 165 North. Give Craig a call, 235-9326. Again, that's 235-9326. Set up an appointment with Craig. So you look at the score, 49-0. You can probably guess about what the stats are gonna show as far as this game goes, but a few that stand out. OCS has 13 rushes for 102 yards. Wesminster Christian has 9 rushes for negative 35 yards. Luke Vadrine in the passing attack for the Eagles, 9 of 14 for 269 yards against the Westminster Christian quarterback, Stephen George, who is 1 for 7 for negative 2 yards. And for all you mathematicians out there, Westminster accumulated negative 37 yards in the first half, so an outstanding job by this Eagle defense. The Eagles, on the other hand, 28 plays, 361 yards, led by Tate Hamby with 6 catches for 138 yards, and Jet Hudnall with 3 catches for 131 yards. Those are the only players that have had a catch for the Eagles in the first half. Zach White, 7 rushes for 59 yards. Luke Vadrine has go along with this 269 yards passing, has 4 rushes for 40 yards, so an outstanding first half by Luke. And Macon Leonard has the 1 rush for 12 yards. Cole Hawkins leads all tacklers with 4, and Noah Lovelady just behind him with 3 tackles. Don't know how much we're going to see of those guys here in the second half. They'll probably play a couple plays, but we'll just have to wait and see. I know there's some area scores. David, I know you're looking at some of them. I had a few of them, but they're probably outdated by now. Last I saw, Southern Lab and Hanson Memorial were tied at halftime, 14-14. These are our Division IV select scores. Glenbrook was leading St. Mary 19-10 at halftime. Riverside was up on Catholic Point Capay, 14-0. Ascension Catholic 35-14 against Opelousas Catholic. Of course, we're familiar with Ascension. We've played them the last 2 years in the semifinals. And St. Fred's and Central Catholic in a barn burner. St. Fred's down 6-2 at halftime. So,
yeah, I was just checking on the score. Central out of Baton Rouge tied up with the Neville tying it up tonight with the Neville Tigers. Neville holding on to a 16-8 lead at the half is the last score that I have.
So most of these games are actually pretty low scoring.
Low scoring,
especially
pretty
in Division IV Select. You know, a lot of those teams on the other side of the bracket. So Lab's on our side of the bracket. Lab, Hanson, St. Fred, and Central Catholic, Glenbrook, and St. Mary. So those are teams that are on our side of the bracket. Other teams on the other side are going to be Vermilion Catholic. I don't know what their score is. You may come across that. Ascension Catholic, Opelousas Catholic, Riverside, Point Capay, and St. Martin's. I don't remember who they're playing, but that's who's on the other side of the bracket.
And you and I, we had a sentimental favorite going into tonight, and that was the Delhi Charter Gators.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And they're actually tangling with Vermilion Catholic tonight, the number 1 seed in Division IV. And hey man, they're hanging in there right now against Vermilion Catholic, 14-6.
14-6.
That's the last score I had late in the first quarter, but it's.
Well, you know,
it's been a while.
We looked at that, and you know, Delhi Charter had a pretty tough schedule. Of course, played West Monroe, whose season ended last week, and you know, they played them, got beat, of course, but you know, probably got better from that game.
Well, of course, you know, when it comes to numbers, who do we lean on?
Well, I mean,
Donnie Haley. You know why? Because he's got all. Well, yeah, of course.
All right, so where are we
all the
off
scores.
here?
All right, so you got Catholic High Point Capay. They're playing Riverside Academy tonight. Riverside Academy up on Catholic Point Capay 14-0.
Okay.
St. Frederick Now they're trailing. Central Catholic 6-2. These are halftime scores. Covenant Christian and St. Martin's Episcopal. St. Martin's you know a little bit about St. Martin's and the running back that they have down there.
Yeah, supposedly have a stud.
St. Martin's Episcopal up 19-7. Delhi Charter. Oh, Donnie's got an updated score. Vermilion Catholic all over the Gators right now, 28-12. Southern Lab, Hanson Memorial tied up, knotted up, 14
Let's go,
apiece.
Hanson Memorial.
Absolutely. Glenbrook, the Apaches, and the St. Mary's Tigers, 19-10. That's the last score that I had from Stan as well. Ascension Catholic, you mentioned the Ascension Catholic Opelousas Catholic game. Right now, Ascension Catholic way out in front of Opelousas Catholic, 35-14. So that's all the scores that we have, and those are all Division IV scores, which those are the ones that are going to kind of steer things for us. And again, you mentioned it earlier. The Eagles are going to play host to the winner of the St. Mary's and Glenbrook game. And right now, the Apaches out in front of St. Mary's, 19-10 at the half.
Glenbrook came over here last year, had a game, one for the ages. That game was one for the ages. Came down to the last play, had to make a stop, and we did. But they had a lot of seniors that graduated.
Not a lot of differences on this Eagle team, but it's a huge difference.
New coach
over there
for the Apaches, and so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw them again the week after. We're gonna St. Fred and Central are playing right now. The winner of that game will play the winner of Southern Lab and Hanson, and then we'll play the winner of that game. So in the semifinals. And anyway, so we're just kind of keeping an eye on it, watching it shake out, see what happens in the road to the Dome. And I really do. I love playing football, calling football games. Thanksgiving week, we're going to take a trip, go spend time with family, and then come on back in time for the game. Make a quick exit from out of town. Something interesting also, David. We're wearing green and green. Okay, I like doing some digging when it comes to this. We've only worn the green and green one other time this year. It was the night that we introduced the green helmets. Okay? You remember that?
I
It was
do.
green and green and green. So now we got green and green and gold. But that's kind of unusual for this kit. We've got 6 different combinations of uniforms possible.
Wait a second, hold on a minute. Did you just go soccer on me?
I did. Football. Football.
Oh, I love some good soccer references.
So we've got 6 different combinations of uniform.
That's right.
Since Stephen Fitzhugh began coaching here, we've worn this green shirt and green bottom, green top 1/3 of the time. So it is the most commonly used uniform combination by the Eagles in the last 26 years.
You said at the beginning of all this, I like to do some digging. That's exactly what that is, dog. That is some digging. Well, Reed Smalling is going to tee this one up at the 40-yard line, and I'm sure what we're going to see is what Reed Smalling does, and that is put this ball in a real narrow window, and there it is again. And I bet you it's about 5 yards away from where the last one he put it is. But Smalling, this time they're going to get a return on this kick. They're going to take this one out to midfield. A nice job on the return that time. It looked like number 15. That's Gavin Frith, and Frith will take this one out to the 49-yard line.
Looks like that was number 4, Connor Robinson, in on the tackle, who's looks like he's staying in the game at wide receiver. So we're starting to see some different players at our skill positions.
Gain of 19 yards on the return, and it's going to bring up first down and 10 for the Crusaders at their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, he comes off the field. I thought he was going to the cornerback on the near side, but Barrett Freeland's going to play there.
Got
Cooper
a few
Russell
fresh faces in here.
Yeah, Cooper Russell in at middle linebacker along with John Turner. And looks like Eli Gray over there.
So it is going to be first down and 10. The Crusaders are going to look to run the option. It's a high pitch. And the Eagles are going to stretch that one out. Pretty minimal gain on the far side of the field. The ball carrier that time is looked like number 13, Jamari White. White gets he gets back to the line of scrimmage is where they'll officially mark it. So no gain on the play. Second down and 10 at the Crusader 49.
Yeah, I thought it was Eli Gray, but I think that's Cross Boyd at the other linebacker position. And they're going to have Cam Vullion and Endon Melton in at the safety position.
Second down and 10 for Westminster Christian. Ball at their own 49. Clock running with 10 minutes and 44 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Ouachita Christian 49.
Tennessee.
Westminster Christian 0. Second 10 for the Crusaders. Good snap from center. They keep this one on the ground. Cunningham is trying to find a soft spot in that Eagle defense, and he does. He's going to pick up a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 for Westminster Christian. Ball's going to be spotted at midfield.
Yeah. Brought down by Hunter Canal, the freshman, and looked like Hunter Traxler, who's in at the rover position, helped with that tackle.
A lot of fresh faces in there on this Eagle defense, getting some very, very valuable playing time. 3rd down and 9. Crusaders are going to take just about all this play clock has to offer.
Yep.
George gets the play call in. 2 running backs with him in the backfield. 2 receivers split wide to the left, 1 to the right. George in the shotgun. Good snap from center. Pulls this one down and looks to throw. Puts some air under this one. Almost intercepted, but knocked down for sure. Looked like that time, Daniel, was number 5, and Melton. Melton does a good job of going up, high pointing that one, swatting it down. It's going to be incomplete, and it's going to bring up a 4th down here. And it looks like the Crusaders are going to keep the offense on the field. Have not seen number 1, Gabe Profit, trot out yet. Now I do, so Profit is going to punt this football. So it'll be 4th down and 9. Midfield.
That's Macon back there, too.
Number 3, Macon Leonard, back deep for the Eagles.
So I was wondering if the Eagles would send anybody back.
They'll send Macon deep. Make no mistake about it. Ooh. Macon Leonard has some jets. Good snap. He'll have time to punt this one. Leonard's going to let this one bounce at about the 15. He'll catch it at the 10. And he's going to get wrestled down at the 10-yard line. But I will give Macon credit.
Yep,
hey, you know what? If he doesn't catch that ball, that thing could have trotted and, kind of moved around down inside the 10, maybe the 5. And instead, he fields it, and the Eagles will start 1st down and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, that was a wise decision there to field that punt on the bounce. Like you mentioned, save. I guess it is the yards, but it's also having your back on the end zone. That's just not a comfortable place to be.
1st down and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at their own 10-yard line. A lot of starters staying in for the Eagles on offense. But a lot of fresh faces as well. Vadrine in the shotgun. And no, that is actually, no. Macon Leonard's got plenty of running room. That's not Vadrine. Actually, in at quarterback for the Eagles, that's number 23, Cole Voyan. Voyan handles that one to Macon Leonard. And again, Daniel, a lot of speed out of Macon Leonard.
Yeah, it looks like we're keeping, some of our offensive line in there. And it looks like we have a hurt player, Micah Moser, slow to get up, who's our starting right guard. But I think he's in there to play another position, maybe center. He's slow coming off the field.
Leonard with a gain of 25 yards on the play. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Eagles. At around 35-yard line, call it the 36.
Yeah, that is Cole in the game.
Daniel, I got another score update from down in Natchitoches. Right now, the Tigers mounting a comeback, 19-17 in favor of the Glenbrook Apaches. So the Tigers not going quietly into the night.
I had a chance to watch them one of their games. There was a guy on Facebook that was live streaming one of their games, and anyway, it was against Haynesville. And St. Mary has some pretty big guys in the trenches. Didn't look like an extremely fast team, but they had some size and strength.
Voyan gives this one to Leonard. Leonard's going to pick up 3 yards on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Eagles. They'll spot this football at the Eagle 44-yard line. Macon Leonard getting some carries here late in tonight's game. Valuable carries.
Yeah.
Cole Voyan giving Luke Vadrine a break tonight. 2nd down and 8. 2nd and 7. Good snap. They give this one to Leonard. Leonard with some running room. Oh, he had a cutback late. He had a cutback late. A gain of 4 yards on the play. Macon will see that one on film and go,
oh man, dude, he was off to the races. If he slips out left side there.
Hey, and I got to tell you something. Look, I played the position. I'll tell you this: it's a lot easier for me and you from up here.
Yeah, and we were looking right down that cutback lane too. I mean, that was just we could see it. Probably like you said, a lot easier than he could. So.
3rd down and 3 for the Eagles. Voyan in the shotgun. Leonard joins him in the gun. Good snap from center. They give this one. Macon's going to find some running room. He's got the first down. He's going to take a big lick, but he is going to have enough for a community pharmacy first down, and they move the chains. Clock running. This third quarter is jetting by.
It
5
sure
minutes
is.
and 50 seconds left to play in the third quarter. I got to hurry up and mention Valerie Van Mathern, attorney at law, our third quarter sponsor, specializing in estate planning and successions. Call Valerie today, 807-9030. That's 318-807-9030 to schedule your appointment. Valerie Van Mathern, attorney at law. First down and 10 for the Eagles. They're going to run a toss to Leonard. Leonard's got some running room. He gets to the corner in a hurry, and he's going to be brought down. It looks like he, oh boy, tough spot. As they're going to mark him down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, so it's going to be second down and 10.
It looked like he picked up about 2 yards, but again, it was on the other side of the field. But it is nice to have a running back like Macon. You know, I think he had 1 carry in the first half, but it was a really nice carry. Now he comes in the second half. You ask him just to put the game on ice, and he's doing a great job running the football.
Second down and 10. Voyan in the shotgun. 2 receivers split wide to the right, 2 to the left. Good snap from center. Play action. He's going to have to pull this one down.
Oh, you better go, Cole.
And he's going to get brought down on a sack. You're going to lose 2 yards on the play. And it's going to bring up third down and 12.
There was some kind of breakdown there because I don't think that's what Cole intended to do. I don't know if he didn't have time or what the deal was. May get a chance to see Cole put it in the air right here.
Third down and 12. Lot of fresh faces in the backfield for the Eagles.
Yeah.
John Turner going to be the lone running back.
This is Cole's brother on the outside, Cam Voyan, number 15, split to the near side.
Cole Voyan in the shotgun. Third down and 12 for the Eagles. Good snap from center. Turns, hands this one to Turner. Turner's trying to find a seam, and he does. He's going to run over one man, continuing to run through people. Bruising run. Unbelievable blow dealt that time as Turner explodes through the hole, and now we're going to have a penalty marker on the play. And from where they've thrown it, it looks like it's going to be a hold against the Eagles, and it looks like they'll be penalized on the play. Nice run that time.
You hate that.
And I got to tell you something, too. Turner listed that's a big-time run as he goes right up the middle.
Yeah. He looked like Zach White running that time.
Oh, I'm telling you, Turner unloaded on that defensive back, but instead of a hard-fought first down, the Eagles are going to get penalized. But nice run that time by John Turner.
It's like 3rd and 22 now or something like that.
So it is going to be 3rd down and 22. They'll mark this one back at the Eagle 37-yard line. Voyan is going to operate out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, and Turner joins him in the backfield. Bruising run that time by John Turner. Sends a man in motion across the formation. Turns, hands this one inside.
Go, Macon.
Macon is not going to be denied. A tough run that time by Macon. But instead, when it's 3rd and 22, you can have a great run, but gain of 18 yards on the play, but not near enough for the first down. And it looks like the Eagles will send Gavin Polk out to punt this football away. Clock running now, Daniel, with 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter.
You know, Gavin, this is his second punt of the night. The first one was a bomb, you know, kind of that soccer style, and he, kicked it almost 50 yards downfield. So I imagine this will be a more traditional punt here.
Good snap from center.
Nope.
Gavin runs, and he does. He
like
gets another nice soccer-style punt on.
Whoa!
This one's going to be a little hot to handle down on the far side of the field.
Yeah.
As the Crusaders finally able to corral it. Not much of a return. Actually got number 11, Damian Thomas, able to finally secure it. But another nice punt. Punt covers 36 yards. Minimal gain on the return, if any.
Yeah.
But another good soccer style. I say soccer style, more of a rugby style.
Rugby style, yeah.
Rugby style kick. I've never seen that. I didn't
Not
even know
from Gavin.
And I
this
didn't
is
know
a
he
wrinkle.
had it in the repertoire there.
Hey, but 2
nice
for 2
job.
getting the punt inside the 20.
Absolutely. Nice job of kicking the football. Here come the Crusaders. Westminster's had a real tough time moving the football tonight, as the score would indicate, 49-0. 0. They keep this one on the ground. They go up the middle with number 20, Mike Cunningham. Cunningham, a tough runner, but he's had a tough time getting it on track tonight. Gain of 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 6. Less than a minute left to play here in the third quarter.
You're kind of seeing the second wave of the Eagles defense here. They were out on the previous possession, did a good job getting a stop, and here they limit the yards on their first down attempt. I'd like to see them get another 3 and out.
2nd down and 6.
Ooh.
Again, they keep this one on the ground with Cunningham, and Cunningham's going to pick up positive yardage.
Be close to a first down.
Gain of 5 yards on the play. Needed 6. So it'll be interesting to see where the spot is, but yeah, he needed 6 and he got 5. So it's going to be 3rd down and less than a full yard. They put this football at the Crusader 26-yard line. 3rd and 1. Got 6 seconds left on the clock, Daniel. They're going to do good to get this one off before the game clock expires, and now their coach is telling them hold up. We'll run this one in the 4th quarter. And that is going to bring an end to the 3rd quarter of play. We're going to take a quick break from here at Eagle Stadium, Fitzhugh Field, where the Washita Christians leading this one as we start the 4th and final quarter, 49-0. You're listening to Eagle Football on the Washita Christian Sports Network.
Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby. Here's what patients have to say.
Angela is an excellent healthcare provider. She has knowledge, compassion, and integrity.
As a single parent, it's nice to have a medical clinic that makes you feel welcome. Most clinics are just another visit to them.
Forsyth Family Medical treats you like family. Make Forsyth Family Medical Clinic with Angela Hamby your home for family health care. 5000 Forsyth Bypass in Monroe.
There's no better time to get rid of those glasses or contacts. Now with the latest in LASIK, all laser eye LASIK, safe and ultra precise. Call for a free evaluation. 318-32-LASER, 318-32-LASER.
Make the high humble decision for your LASIK care and clear vision.
Please call us at 318-343-3582. You can find us at Facebook or at 205 Old Bastrop Road in Monroe. We are your shield. We are your shelter.
Welcome back inside the Farm Bureau broadcast booth, brought to you by agents Chris Thomas and Tanner Baggett. We start the fourth and final quarter of play here at Washita Christian. Good snap from center. They keep this one on the ground. They needed 1 for the first down, and I think they got it. It looks like, yep, and they do. They're going to spot this one. Needed 1, picked up 2, and it's going to be a first down and 10 for Westminster as they cross their own 25-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10 at their own 27.
I could be wrong. I just don't remember another first down that they've had tonight. I was trying to think if they've moved the
well, you read the stats, right?
Yeah, but they weren't right. It said they had 11 first downs, and they haven't had 11 first downs.
No, I don't think they've had 11.
I think that was counting punts, kickoffs, all of that. So,
yeah, it's I would say 11 was probably off the number.
Yeah.
So it is going to be first down and 10 for the Crusaders. They look to throw this football. Now he's going to pull it down and have to run. Eagles are all over this, but it is going to result in a gain of yardage as George had to pull that one down. He was looking to throw the ball deep, coverage downfield by the Eagles, and he did a lot of running that time to pick up a yard. So it is going to be second down now and 9. They put this football at the Westminster 28-yard line. Clock running, and it won't stop with 10 minutes and 50 seconds left to play in the football game. Second down and 9. George in the shotgun. Pulls this one down. Now he looks to throw, and it's going to be intercepted. Great job that time by number 15. That's Cam Voyon.
He's going all the way in.
Cam Voyon is going to take it in for a touchdown. No flags on the play. Touchdown Eagles. Cam Voyon is going to take that one in from 29 yards out on the interception return and add to the Eagle touchdown total tonight. That touchdown brought to you by the fine folks at Trinity Diamonds Direct.
That was a nice interception there. Good coverage, steps in into the path of the ball and takes it all the way back.
Nice job by this young Eagle defense doing some big things as Voyon getting some valuable playing experience, picking up an interception and taking it in for the touchdown.
we've seen him have to play in a pinch from time to time especially the second half of the season. So
Gavin Polk's kick is up and good as the Eagles add to their lead now, 56-0 as the clock continues to run. Let's take a minute and go down to the sideline, the Marion State Bank sideline report, and check in with Grant Taylor. Grant, how you doing down there?
Man, I'm doing great, guys. I tell you, we might as well go ahead and pay some bills and start the car because this thing's not going to last much longer.
Well, you know, Grant, I got to tell you something. I love watching Washita Christian Eagle football. I could do it all week, but I got to tell you, when I'm able to get in here and get out of here as quickly as probably going to happen tonight, I'm even that much happier.
Hey, that's right. And I will tell you, some of the players are getting excited about some of the photos that are getting captured with this rolling mist fog across the field. You know, they're wanting to see themselves, and so it's a little bit of a cool look, and also watching some of these younger guys get in there and get a chance to play, which does two things. It prevents injuries for your key players and also gives these younger guys a chance to get some stuff on film and learn and get prepared. So that's great.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Grant. Grant Taylor with the Marion State Bank sideline report. Clock continuing to run now inside of 8.5 minutes.
You know, I knew Grant way back in the day. I've known Grant for about 23 years now, and he played football at Harding University. I went in to play baseball. We were in the same class and lived in the same dorm. So
Reed Smalling with a little variation in his kick. He's trying a little something different as well as he puts this one into play. Going to be retrieved by number 5, Draylon Petrie. And Petrie, nice return on the play. Gain of, well, actually only a yard. Able to secure it and get upfield. Actually, it is a gain of 1. Oh, 11. Okay, well, I see the 1, but I didn't see it. Now I see it is Donnie's. I'm telling you. Hey, if it's 11, you better say 11, not 1.
That's right. That's right.
But it is a gain of 11. I thought he picked up a few yards.
That was a tough one right there.
It was a tough 1 yard. Donnie's like, well, no, it was 11.
Yeah.
So it is a gain of 11. So it's going to be first down and 10 for the Crusaders. They'll put this football in their territory at their own 47-yard line. Clock is still running. They keep this one on the ground with Cunningham. Cunningham's finding tough running against this young Eagle defense, just like he did the older one. Gain of 2 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up second down and 8. 7 minutes left to play in this one. I got to tell you, too, Daniel, I hadn't heard anything from Stan. Oh, nope, here we go.
I'm trying to see if anything's
23-19 in favor of the St. Mary's Tigers.
They take the lead.
They're coming back. The Tigers at home take the lead late, but don't count out the Apaches. Second down and 8. Clock now inside of 6.5 minutes. Washita Christian 56, Westminster Christian 0. Crusaders look to throw this one. They got a man wide open on the far side of the field. How do you get that open?
That's as open as you can be.
That's you could literally camp out underneath that football.
He threw the ball all the way across the field. It went higher than it did, you know, lengthwise, and the receiver just had to sit there under it. And finally, you know, that was definitely just a miscommunication, misalignment there.
Gain of 17 yards on the play. First down and 10 for the Crusaders in Eagle territory at the Eagle 33-yard line. And the Eagles jump off sides. A lot of them jump, but almost like they were drawn off, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, there's you're starting to see some more fresh faces out there. We have some freshmen in the game that we haven't seen very much this year. You know, I mentioned, you know, going to school with Grant. So when we moved back here a little over 6 years ago, it was good to see him, reunite with him. And as of last year, he's on the board here at Washita Christian School, doing a great job with all the progress that's going on here.
Well, the Crusaders, Daniel, picked up 5 yards on a penalty. They just lost it all. And as they would say, lost it all in a bonus.
Yeah.
As they're going to lose 8 yards on the play, and it's going to bring up now second down and 13 as they mark this one back at the Eagle 36-yard line with 5 minutes and counting left to play in this football game. Second down and 13. George is going to operate out of the shotgun, calls for the ball, turns, hands this one to Cunningham. Cunningham's going to make a couple of Eagle defenders miss, and then he's going to be wrapped up by a bunch more. As it looks like he may have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage, actually going to be a yard shy, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 11.
Number 20, Mike Cunningham on the carry for the Crusaders.
Clock running down now inside, or right at 4 minutes left to play in the football game. Eagles' opponent next week, we don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
It's a dogfight in
Third quarter.
Natchitoches.
I will say Vermilion Catholic scored again on Delhi Charter, so they're really starting to run away with that game. Number 1 seed in Division 4 Select.
3rd down and 11 as the clock gets inside of 4 minutes. Washita Christian 56. Westminster Christian 0. George looks to throw this one deep, and he does.
Oh!
He's got a receiver wide open, and I think we're going to lose the shutout there. They're going to mark him out at the 2-yard line. This Eagle defense is going to have to stiffen up. Nobody wants to give up a shutout. I can tell you that right now. Clock running with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to play.
Oh, I wonder if the coaches are like, I wonder if we should put our starters back in.
1st down and goal for the Crusaders at the Eagle 2. 1st down and goal at the Eagle 2-yard line. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. George turns, hands this one inside. It's going to be a touchdown. He's going to go in untouched. That's number, well, it looks like number 34. Let's see if we can get a number of that. Actually, 44. Joseph Brown takes it in for the touchdown, and the Crusaders are going to put their first touchdown, or put their first points on the board as they score from 2 yards out.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really nice catch and throw to get down there. You know, you just hate to see the the shutout go by the wayside. You know, in our media guide, Miss Kim puts together. She always puts, all the teams that OCS has shut out, and how many times we're about to get another penalty, and how many times they've shut them out. And with our first matchup against Westminster, it would have been nice to have them on that list.
Well, we did manage to dodge the penalty for too many men on the field, or illegal participation, and instead we're going to get dinged with an encroachment call against the Eagles. We had one of our guys jump off sides, and we're going to have another substitution late.
A 2. We have 12 men on the field right now.
That's 2.
I think.
About 13 now.
Yeah.
This is nobody coming out. Now we got a couple guys coming out now.
1, 2,
3 guys. There we go. Now we're back.
Hey, I think we only have 10 guys out there now. 4, 5, 6,
What
7,
it
8,
looks
9,
like.
10. I think we only have 10.
It looks like the Crusaders
10. 11. There's 11 coming out now.
are going to decline the penalty. Yeah, and I think that's exactly. No, they actually took it, so they'll move it a yard closer. Clock stops now with now it's running again. So Profit will have a chance. Actually, it's not going to be Profit. Does all their place kicking. Profit holds. Kick is up and good. So the Crusaders not going to be shut out tonight, as they put 7 points on the board late against a young Eagle defense on the field.
It looks like Central Baton Rouge is taking the lead over Neville 17 to 16.
Tight one.
Yep.
Want to thank the fine folks at Eagle Point Boat and RV Storage for sponsoring our 4th quarters. Eagle Point Boat and RV Storage, located on beautiful Lake D'Arbonne up in Farmerville, Louisiana. And I can tell you that the fine folks at Eagle Point Boat and RV Storage, longtime supporters of Washita Christian Eagle football and Washita Christian Eagle athletics, and we want to say thanks to them. Also want to say thanks to our Road to the Dome playoff sponsor, Randall's Captain Avery Seafood and Specialty Meats. Want to thank the fine folks at Randall's for their long time and continuing support of Washita Christian Eagle athletics. Daniel, there's 40 seconds on the clock and running. I have to think
we're not going to run a play.
That as soon as we catch this kick, and I don't even know if they're going to kick it. 20 seconds left to do so.
Number 23, Cole Bouillon, back deep for the Eagles.
But this will be the last play of the game as they kick this football off.
Man,
And it's going to be fielded cleanly on the far side of the field.
John Bowles.
And
I think that was John Bowles.
Is going to catch it and be run out of bounds on the far side of the field. And that is going to bring it into tonight's contest. The Ouachita Christian Eagles are going to win this playoff contest tonight in a big way as they defeat Westminster Christian 56-7. Ran the clock part of the second quarter, all the third and fourth quarter, as the Eagles hang on to their lead and finish this game 56-7. And we're going to go down to the sideline and check in with Grant Taylor for a Marion State Bank sideline report. Grant, how you doing down there?
Doing great. I think I may have been one of the only ones standing down here tonight that didn't get into the game, which is good. Although
Grant,
I wouldn't
you don't
have
have any
minded it.
pads.
Yeah, I think I'd have given it one shot.
Hey, you would have accepted if they said, hey, you want to get in there for one?
The fire still burns. But, you know, what a great win. You know, if I was being critical, I'd say that first drive was a little bit inefficient. And beyond that, what is there to argue about?
Yeah. Well, you know, I think you touched on it too, Grant, when you told us that, hey, you know, these guys are a little rusty, right? I mean, it's been a couple of weeks since they've been playing against somebody else. Practice is good, but it's not playing football against another team. And I think, like you said, they kind of got their feet under them, got their football savvy back. And, boy, I tell you what, all aspects of the game, running the football, throwing the football, and defensively, this Eagle defense was stingy tonight.
They were, and even, you know, the few times when Westminster had a chance to do something on offense, they just weren't able to execute. And look, you know, we've got a great bunch of guys out here. You see the impact a guy like Tate Hamby can have when they try to kick it away from him, and it impacts the game in so many ways. We end up blocking a punt at a crucial point of the game and really kind of pushes the momentum so much in our favor that it just really was kind of overwhelming at that point.
Grant, I got to tell you what, Nick unfortunately unable to join us tonight, and he was, he really wanted to make it, and he just had to kind of reach out at the last second and let us know that he was going to be unable to. And I got to tell you, we certainly appreciate you taking the time to play that role down there for us on the sideline tonight. And I got to tell you, what a great job.
Yep.
Well, thank you. We wish Nick well and want him to get well and get back out here. But, hey, man, happy to do it in a pinch and really enjoy getting to be down here in the middle of this and see these guys play such a great game. And, you know, a couple guys said, hey, this is either going to go well or this would be my last game doing this on the sideline. So I'm just glad I wasn't responsible for any bad mojo down here.
Hey, let me tell you something. The guy that's sitting right beside me right now still gets blamed for the last time we lost to St. Frederick.
Yeah, and really that's unfair. It's unfair.
Well, I mean, I know kind of, but, you know, I mean, well.
Well, the next year, the year after the first, so that was the second game I ever did. The following year, I had to get back on the sideline against St. Fred's, and we won.
Well, we did.
I shook it off.
You shook it off, and we know your heart, Daniel, and we appreciate that.
That's right.
And,
I don't even know
great.
what we were thinking. You know, sorry about that. Hey, Grant, listen, let me tell you something. You did a great job. Next time we need somebody, you'll be the first one on the speed dial list.
I appreciate it.
Hey, man, thanks a
Really
lot. Grant
enjoyed it.
Taylor with the Marion State Bank sideline report. I tell you what, it's not bad having a member of the board down there either,
Yeah,
right?
I know.
You know?
I know. We could lobby for some stuff, you know.
Well, but I don't know how effective.
We got the inside track.
Yeah, it's probably. But, you know, hey, it's good. But I tell you what, Grant did a great job for us tonight. Nick, if you're listening to us, we hope you do get well, and hope you had a chance to tune in tonight. Great game. Ouachita Christian actually executed in all phases of the game. Sometimes, you know, you'll see teams play down to the level of competition, and tonight Ouachita Christian did exactly what they were supposed to. They beat a team that they should have beaten, and did it in a big way tonight, 56-7. A late touchdown, probably scored within the last 30 seconds. And, you know, here's the thing. What Donnie does is Donnie brings up numbers. And every time that he brings up numbers, it's freaky, you know, whether it's scores, whether it's whatever. So he brings me another number. You know what other number he brought me tonight?
No.
Tell me what number it is.
Well, it's 250.
That's a big number. You know why? Because Fitzhugh's won 250 games here at Ouachita Christian School.
That's a lot of games.
It's a lot of games.
A lot of football games.
It's a lot of games.
Especially, it's a lot of games in 26 years. You know, there's 10 games on the schedule. You know, you get extra if you make a playoff, but, you know, that's almost 10 wins a season.
Well, I mean, Coach Fitzhugh, I think his track record here at Ouachita Christian School is unparalleled. I mean, he's done a great job of being the head man here at Ouachita Christian, and that's a big win tonight. It's a playoff win, and Coach Fitzhugh picks up now 250 career wins. And we want to say a special thanks to Coach Fitzhugh and his family. They've been here, Daniel, for a long time here at Ouachita Christian School. And if you've been around Ouachita Christian, what you realize is it's kind of a big family.
Yep.
And, Coach Fitzhugh does such a great job out here as a football coach, but also as a mentor and a good example of a Christian man to so many of the young men that have come through here at Ouachita Christian. I didn't play for Coach Fitzhugh, a little bit before his time. But, boy, I tell you what, he sure feels like a member of our family and all the guys that I played with back then. He just he does it the Ouachita Christian way.
Yeah, and anytime I talk to him about his success, here's the thing. If you look at any list, as far as high school coaches in Louisiana, you're going to find his name somewhere on that list for wins or state championships or district championships or playoff games, whatever it is. He's going to be on that list, and he's in the upper echelon of all-time coaches in the state here. As a matter of fact, last year I was walking across the parking lot, and I see Brian Kelly walking across the parking lot to come talk to Coach Fitzhugh, about his program. He's recognized statewide, and if you ask him about it, he's going to give all the credit to the administration who supports him, the families that come together to make this program go and provide the things, the funds for the turf field, and especially his assistant coaches who I found out that Randall Bentley is his shortest-termed assistant coach, and he's been there over 10 years. So, he bands together. He bands his coaches together, the community, the school, and it really makes for, honestly, a legendary program here at Ouachita Christian.
Well, the Eagles are going to win tonight. They're going to keep the 2023 season alive. Going to hopefully have a chance to play for their fifth state championship in a row, but they're going to have to do that here at Eagle Stadium tonight, or actually tonight, next week
after Thanksgiving.
And we don't even know who they're going to play right now. The last I have from Stan Humphreys, who has been on this thing like crazy tonight, keeping us updated on the score. The last score we have is St. Mary's winning that contest 23-19,
and it looks like it's moved into the fourth quarter with that score. So, these games are starting to wind down a little bit, not as quickly as this one.
So, Daniel, do you have the score, the final stats from the game tonight?
I don't have the final stats for the game tonight. I'm sure they're not that much different than halftime.
A whole bunch to not a whole lot.
No, Macon had a couple nice runs there, probably got around 50 yards, 5 or 6 carries there at the beginning of the third quarter.
Well, I can tell you one stat.
Hey, Cam Vullion got an interception for a touchdown.
I can tell you one stat. It's the biggest, most important stat of any football game. It's right down there on that scoreboard.
Yep, that's right.
Right, and it says Ouachita Christian 56, Westminster Christian 7. As the Ouachita Christian Eagles, that we do. We're gonna have to. You and I are gonna have to be out here. Everybody's gonna be relaxing and enjoying that turkey from Thursday. And you know what we're gonna be doing? We're gonna be getting our broadcast ready.
I know we're gonna be
for that game on Friday, and it's gonna be a big game. It'll be the winner of the St. Mary's Glenbrook game. And they're going to be coming up here to Monroe to take on this Ouachita Christian Eagle football team. Both of those teams are going to be good opponents, and it should be a good game here at Fitzhugh Field next week. Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. A real pleasure to bring you tonight's game. And of course, we can't say enough about Grant Taylor stepping in and helping us. But from everybody, and of course, again, want to thank the fine folks at Randall's Captain Avery Seafood for being our Road to the Dome playoff sponsor. And getting on board with us to support this Eagle football team through the end. Want to thank Grant being down there on the field with us, and of course Donnie Haley up here in the booth with supplying us with all the numbers. And Daniel, of course, you always get it done. And I think, Daniel, you got some company over there.
Oh
with
man,
you tonight. Do we? We got another guy up here.
Yeah, one thing we talked about is we want to get students involved, and Miller Sims is up here, and he's learned how to run this new equipment that we have this year. And
flawlessly.
He's a master. He's a master.
I know.
He's like a DJ up here, sliding and switching and pushing buttons. And so, Miller, I appreciate you being up here.
No. Let me say this. We appreciate Miller being up here, right?
That's right.
Does a great job for us up
We
here.
even gave him a headset. It doesn't have a microphone, but he hears everything that goes on. He's tuned in. So, Miller, do appreciate you. And
absolutely.
And he's injured. He's a football player.
That's right.
But he's injured, so...
So why not be up here with us?
That's exactly right.
Exactly. And I tell you what, he's contributing to what we do. And, hey, the great thing is, guess what? Miller's back next week.
Yeah, we got another game.
That's right. That's right. So we got to eat turkey, and we got to get ready for the contest. Going to be the winner of the St. Mary's Glenbrook game. But, again, Daniel, thanks for everything that you do. Want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and hope you enjoy yours as much as I'm sure we will. The Ouachita Christian Eagles going to win this game tonight in a big way, 56-7. Come back here next week, next Friday, 7 o'clock, as the Eagles will host the winner of Glenbrook and St. Mary's in the quarterfinals of the Louisiana High School Athletic Association playoffs in Division 4. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, and wish you a great evening. The Ouachita Christian Eagles win this one 56-7. I want to thank you for tuning in to Ouachita Christian Eagle football on the Ouachita Christian Sports Network. Have a great evening.